This week on Face Off Hockey Show, we are that much closer to a Stanley Cup team matchup thing. At least one series is. We'll talk about some injuries. We'll talk about some front office moves. We'll talk about all kinds of crazy crap. Stay tuned. It's like the start of the off-season shows, so enjoy. It's Face Off Hockey Show right now.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Choose your command. You have chosen
the Face Off Hockey Show.
I mean, hockey is my life. I've got on hockey underwear right now.
The Face Off Hockey Show. What? With Scotty Waz. Sean O.
breakaway. Big shooting stars. There we go.
And the P-Boys, Johnny and Mark with the C.
Yeah, baby.
You believe it not? Oh, yes!
Here's your host for the Face Off Hockey Show, Scotty Waz.
Hey everybody, Scotty Waz here. It's Face Off Hockey Show. You join us another Wednesday or whatever the hell you guys listen to it on podcast. I'm here. Johnny P's there. So I'm in this. I was telling Johnny before the show. There's a thing called K-Bid. It's like a Midwestern like auction. It's almost like a Midwestern eBay alternative.
I'm not going to say what I was just. Maybe later.
No.
I kind of feel like Midwestern eBay is like being able to sell children into slavery, or like you're like, hey, here's my daughter. She needs to be married, type of thing. Like that's like flyover states to me.
There's a city that's selling all their old Department of Transportation stuff.
Oh, well, that's close.
We got a 2008 Ford F-150 selling right now. The bid price is $245.
Those things last forever. 2008. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no, 557.
Does it have a plow front?
No, it doesn't. This is the one without the plow front.
That's an easy truck then. I bet you that didn't even see any hard work.
No, 57,000 miles on it.
Please don't tell Stan about this site.
Dead battery runs but needs overhaul. I don't know what that means.
Well, maybe it needs a new battery.
Maybe a new battery
else is
first
wrong?
to start off with. Yeah. It's just a parts truck.
Well, that might be worth more than $500 in parts.
Yeah. All these cars they have dead batteries. I'm sure if you change the battery.
Nope. Buy a new truck.
Buy a new truck. It's the state's money. We can buy a live stream broadcast. What is this? Live stream broadcast pro working condition. I don't know what this is.
Is that a Stratocaster?
I wish. No, it's a guitar. Stratocaster's a guitar.
What's the Procaster or whatever Sean had bought?
TriCaster?
TriCaster, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the TriCaster's like, the video switch deal. I wonder what a live stream broadcast pro is. I guess this is they did webcamming of their city. I don't know. You can buy that new $600. Current bid $5.
Okay.
So it's in
Sounds
working
like a
condition.
great site.
Yeah, no, I just bought like a 1971-72 Topps OPC specialty hockey cards for like $31. And they go on eBay or at auction houses for at least, if you have a decent, if they're all together, $145. So
why was the state selling hockey cards?
The state wasn't. This is another thing entirely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. This Midwestern thing, like I said, anyone can kind of throw, like the city's throwing stuff up there. There's other places that are throwing stuff up there. It's a hodgepodge.
I bought a new MLS jacket off of eBay.
How'd that go for you?
It's fantastic. It has thumb holes, and the sleeves fold over and turn into gloves.
Interesting. See, two underrated things.
It might be the best jacket I've ever owned. And it's got a hood. Forgot about the hood.
The hood.
It's got a racing hood. It's one of the low-profile hoods. I love this.
What the fuck's a racing hood?
You know the low-profile hood that like fits tighter, so that like you can run in it?
So it's almost like a hoodie hood.
Yeah, it's almost well, it's not wide like a hoodie. It's almost like wearing one of those like lycra like skin suit things over your head, like you're like a speed skater or something.
Oh, okay, one of those. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. But yeah, this is a place like the K-Bid deal. Like we went to one of their little flea market auction houses or whatever. That's where we got some of the crazy McFarlane crap that we got. So good times there.
This sounds like I could go down to the Amish market where they do Maryland wrestling and get some deals.
You probably
over there.
could. Yeah, you very well could.
That's where I saw the Velveteen Dream
There you go.
in the Amish market.
See, Johnny, this would be the perfect truck for you. It's a 5-speed. It looks like 4-speed.
Oh, I do like manual trucks. I think they're
Yeah.
fantastic.
Not a manual guy.
That's fine. You could go all douchebaggy on it, like Volkswagen's new commercial where they don't lock the car, and the guy goes, "Are you gonna lock the car?" He goes, "No, it's a manual."
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, so now it's cool to own a manual transmission car, I guess again.
Maybe. All right, so the
hipsters.
Broadcaster Pro streams live directly from any HDMI camera across the globe.
Wow, across the globe?
Yeah, it's
I
amazing.
mean, the last time we tried something like this, we just got outside of the driveway.
right? If you go to you went 20 feet outside the house, then you're dead.
Yeah, my car was sitting right outside the driveway, and I was like, "Yep, I got this on the FM station."
Yeah, and then you drove, and then that was it.
Drove. I just walked like 4 feet.
You actually just moved the car an inch, and it was out of.
I moved to the I moved to the passenger seat, and it was like,
Yeah.
nope, out.
No, sir, you cannot have those brownies.
Oh, so remember a couple weeks ago when Sean was on the show and he wanted to like talk to me and set up like time stuff.
Yeah, when are you guys doing that? How have you
So
guys
he
done that?
randomly called me.
Of course he did.
Sean loves to call
Honestly,
me.
hold on. Can we just call a random Sean call just a Sean call?
Sure. So there was a Sean call, but Sean loves to call me at like 3 in the afternoon.
Of course, because he's off of school.
Like I
He's not-
should just be not working, I guess. So it had to go to voicemail because I was like in a meeting. And he's like, "Hey, I'm trying to help somebody with a website. I need your help." Well, first of all, I'd never done anything with the website, so I don't know how I was going to help. But I was like, "Hey, I'll give him a call." So I gave him a call like a day later because I was finally like back at my home and like not doing things. And I texted him actually, and I was like, "Yeah, well, give me a call like later when you're settled." That was 10 days ago.
My God.
Nope. Oh well.
Jesus Christ.
I'll get another Sean call when I'm in England, I bet.
Oh yeah, absolutely you will. Absolutely you will.
Hey, can we
Sorry.
talk now? Sure. It's 8
Yeah.
p.m.
Yeah, we've nailed it. You know what? You actually got me at a great time. However, we can only talk for 2 minutes. I'm in England. It's called.
Well, they have AT&T, apparently. It's $10 a day. So it'll be $70 more than my normal. But I can use like my actual plan. So calls, texts, data, all that. And for some reason, I feel like it's worth it. Because it's like $50 to get like one extra gig that you can use in England. And I'm like, so I think I might just pay the $10 a day when I use it. That reminds me, I have to call them.
Yeah, I think so. That'd probably be crucial.
I think it's worth it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So how was the
Plus,
weekend?
they doubled my gigs. I have 4 whole gigabytes now of data.
Damn.
Yeah. And I use like 0.08 gigabytes a month, which tells you how much time I'm out of my house.
Exactly.
So Sunday we went and watched soccer. It was the last weekend of the EPL. Manchester City won. Spoiler alert. I'm supposed to say the spoiler alert before I say the spoiler, right? Oh well.
happens,
If
don't
you
worry.
haven't found out at this point, it's your own fault.
True.
And then on the way home, I decided that I wanted to stop and get Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Have not had Little Caesars for a while, so I had cheese pizza on Sunday, and then tonight I ate some of the cheesy bread or some of the crazy bread that's still in my house. It's fantastic. Crazy bread's even good when it's cold. So yeah, so that was part of tonight's dinner with some crazy bread.
I don't know, crazy bread. I think for me, I have to have the crazy bread piping hot, or then it just becomes like a thing of cheese on bread. Like it's just grated Parmesan on bread.
Yeah, that's true. I like the pizza hot because the pizza cold kind of tastes like crap.
Yeah, the pizza cold is terrible.
But there's zero chance I'm going to eat that entire. I have to be really hungry to eat that entire pizza and crazy bread at one sitting.
It's true.
Even in the whole day. Maybe if I had it again later in the day.
You have a little break in between.
Yeah, like a intermission.
Yeah.
An intermission of Little Caesars. So yeah,
Caesar mission.
Caesar mission. Well, that's a completely different point.
Oh, that's what Brutus did.
Oh,
but bump
from behind.
Mm-hmm.
To take
his life.
To take, yeah, not taking. So yeah, so had that going on. What else? That's about it, really. The grass is growing.
At what point are they going to start yelling at you about
front.
the grass?
Out front. No, so I did get a letter that they wanted me to grow grass out front because I guess it was dormant when they came out and looked at it. And I'm like, yeah, that's how grass works, you morons.
Yeah, no, we just got through winter.
Morons. Whatever. I have a feeling that anybody can run an HOA.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what it's been. This is what it is. I'm back on the prednisone for a week. Saw my doctor. Well, 10 days.
Nice.
So everything's like opening up, and I'm actually human again. Like can breathe. I can breathe through my nose. It's amazing.
Always helpful.
Yeah, but all in all, normal week for me. The cup is still back there because the playoffs are still going on.
Yep. You've been watching more of it?
Not really.
No?
I kind of started losing interest because all of the games start at 8 p.m. now for some reason.
Yeah, no, that's what the Stanley Cup games are going to start 8 p.m. East.
Yeah. I have zero interest to stay up and watch.
Teams you really don't care about.
Yeah. I'm kind of over the whole like bunch of jerks things.
Yeah.
That was fun to get them in the playoffs. Kind of done with it. It's probably going to be Sharks and Bruins so that Joe Thornton can carry the Stanley Cup around on Boston's ice.
That'd be a hell of a thing.
And yeah,
that's the storyline right there. I forgot about that because it was like 70 years ago.
I mean, it's already. I'm sure that the NHL playoff screenwriters already have that taken care of. Like that's how it's going to work.
Oh, they're furious.
Joe Thornton's going to score in overtime of Game 7 off his beard.
It'd be great. Oh man, I'm awake again. Holy shit.
Yeah, so got that going on.
Nice.
Yeah, that's about it. Black Bears, though, new third jerseys.
Hey, Piney Orchard. Well, unofficial. It's the Ice Crew jersey.
I'm still gonna say I had no idea that ice hockey rinks had sand-based.
You're still thrilled by that, aren't you?
Still surprised by this, but they keep showing now. Now it's got boards, and I'm like, sweet, but it's still sand.
Right. Oh man. Yeah, that's a thing Johnny learned. Piney Orchard has opened up their second rink, or is going to open their second rink. Finally, after years. So, congratulations to them.
AJ said not only will it be Thornton's scoring off of his beard in Game 7 overtime, but it will also be his fourth goal of the game.
Well, why not?
Yeah.
Make
just
it all
go
happen.
out in a blaze of glory.
Yeah. And then drop the mic. I'm
just
out.
Wagging your cock at everyone.
Exactly. I swear to God, Joe. I'm gonna open up this bathroom, and everyone in there, with the exception of my wife, is gonna be running for the door screaming.
Oh, the cock trick.
Yeah. This weekend, what did I do? Not much. Spring has sprung, so that's a thing. Did buy some stuff. Went to the Target. They had the full set of the base set of the 2020 or 2018-2019 Series 1 MVP Upper Deck cards. The number one card in there, John Tavares with the Islanders.
Oh,
I'm like, oh, you guys didn't really fix that, did you?
Mm.
Also in the Target.
It's not like the 80s where they just kind of photoshopped you over with like airbrushed jersey from the other team.
Exactly. So also from Target, I've been looking for this everywhere. So I got this for little Kato, little Pikachu Pokemon that's exclusive to Target. There's no Targets in Canada.
You should have said something.
So,
I could have looked at ours.
oh yeah, no, I've had my mom on it. Like they haven't been like they.
Oh really?
They've been out.
Huh.
They have been out. We luckily found this one because we were just cruising through the toy section because we wanted to look at the wrestling figures. And by we, I mean me.
That's nice.
And because Detective Pikachu's out, hey, Pokemon stuff's out, and hey, I found it. And then also underneath it, and Katie didn't want this. She hasn't told me she's wanted this yet. I got a giant fucking Bulbasaur.
Whoa!
Also a Target exclusive.
Just because?
I'm like, Katie probably likes it. It's a giant fucking Bulbasaur. How
That
did you not
thing's
like it?
massive compared to the other one.
Yeah, well, yeah. Let's do a size comparison of the Bulbasaur and the other thing.
Oh.
It's like no, there's no way. Like
Ryan Reynolds is way smaller.
yes, not wearing the heel. So yes, a life size. I would almost say a life size Bulbasaur.
That's awesome, actually.
Yeah. So
You and Jen do a good job of finding random things.
we go to Targets on like a Tuesday or a Monday afternoon.
Right after they get their shipment.
Right. So it's like yeah.
Like any true worker in supply chain would do.
Right, exactly. Know when they get the shipment in, and then attack. And then I got this on eBay. We love Kenny Malkin Stadium Series Oyo from 2014.
I thought he had a Kings jersey on.
Oh, it might be soon enough. Soon enough.
What if you took Eddie Malkin's head and put it on the mystery Kings player you got last week?
Oh, that'd be great. I would love that.
Kings.
Confirmed. And then I bought a Florida Panthers Oyo rink for like 10, like the backyard rink, like the little ones, for $10. So I'm like, yeah, no, that's a figure cost 10, but like that Malkin figure cost me $10. A rink with 2 mystery players, yeah, you goddamn right I wouldn't do that.
You're gonna have when Oyo goes out of business, you will have like all the stock of Oyo, and they could just like put it back up on eBay.
Exactly. I'll just do a history museum. This is what happened when Lego didn't license NHL properly. Ah, boy.
The history of Oyo.
History of Oyo.
You can actually then at that point we can petition the Hall of Fame to have an Oyo wing, and then can like put all your Oyos in the Oyo wing.
Exactly. And that'd be the least attended site ever.
It's fine. People will love it.
Exactly. That's fine. I'll just give me like residency like those people in Vegas.
Oh, so you can live at the Hall of Fame?
Yep. Just take a nap.
Perfect. They're like, that guy's not an Oyo. Nope,
Exactly.
that's the guy who bought them all.
Nope, he is the curator for this part. Don't stand too close or stare at him. He is a wild card. All right. Boop, boop. Let's get to some news. Why don't we? Let's get to some. Let's get to some things.
No.
Oh yeah. Who's down and out with some blues? Maybe some black and bruised. It's the Face Off Hockey Show injury reports. Alrighty, some injury news. Ryan Kessler, his hip surgery is going to take him out for next season. So he is gone for 2019-2020. But yeah, so that could be his career too, because he ain't getting any younger. And he's had hip problems in the past. Who's to say? So here we are. John Tavares, he had an oblique strain. He's going to be out 1 month. Good thing it's training season, so he doesn't really miss too much. While Travis Dermott is done for 6 months with a shoulder surgery. One of the Maple Leafs' pretty decent defensemen there during later on in the run. He is gonski for probably the first quarter, half season. So that's a little rough ski. A little rough ski and a tough ski. Patreon pick. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a Patreon. It fuels us money, and that money goes back into the show. Works simply. Simply works. Be like Chris, Matthew, Damon, Mark, Trista, Brian, Jeff, Kevin, Ethan, Mitch, Sean, and Angela. They contributed. You can to patreon.com/faceoffhockeyshow. Like I said, all proceeds go back into the show itself. All right. The landslide victory was the recycling of old coaches. And this comes after reports out of Ottawa suggest that they are going to look at 2 former head coaches to possibly fill their vacant head coaching role. In that Rick Bowness, who was, I think, from the first team, and Jacques Martin, which was there for the successful teams. Boy, there's no new coaches. No new coaches out there.
Well, no one's giving them a shot, though. That's the problem.
That's true.
There are definitely new coaches out there.
Right, but they only last 2 years.
Yeah. Well, I saw something that Lane Lambert's trying to get a job with the Ducks.
Yeah, Les Duckitons are going to look at Lane Lambert. He will get a year and a half before it's just like, nope, you are, nope, it's over. And it's funny because Ralph Kruger comes back from the EPL to join the Buffalo Sabres after his prior stint as the Edmonton Oilers head coach pre-Connor McDavid, I do believe.
Yes, he was also Team Europe's coach.
That's right.
In the World Cup.
I think he also coached Switzerland too, their national team for a bit. So, yeah, I mean, it's one of those damn things where it's just like all these coaches we've seen before, we've seen and heard before.
But does it go back to, is the issue really, what's the best way to say this? Is it better to go with the devil you know versus the devil you don't? Like, is that what it really comes down to? Was like, yeah, these guys weren't total and other shit. Things just kind of fell apart. Might as well.
The biggest thing I think really is the impatience of people. Not just because the owners hear it from the fans and then the owners get knee-jerky and then the GM gets knee-jerky and they just hire the same old guy over and over again. Is Alain Vigneault the best choice for the Philadelphia Flyers? Probably not. But people wanted someone proven because the Dave Haxtell thing didn't really go well.
It didn't go poorly, though.
It didn't go terribly. You're right. We can give you that. But, you know, it's Philly, too. That doesn't help either.
Motown Philly, back again.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I think the more troubling trend is the players that turn coaches that have zero coaching experience.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's more troubling to me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm of the thought now where you almost have to tell the fans, listen, shut up for a minute. We're gonna do this. We're gonna have this thing. We're gonna get this guy we're gonna have some lean years. It's gonna be okay. I mean, you look at what the Caps did. The Caps kind of thought outside the box. Their past few coaching hires, less Barry Trotz.
That didn't help.
No. Well, I think
Adam Oates,
Adam
Dale
Oates,
Hunter.
your Dale Hunters, your Glenn Hanlon before that, your Bruce Cassidy before that.
I mean, isn't it interesting that Bruce Cassidy is doing such a great job in Boston?
That's amazing, because he was left for dead a couple years ago.
But he was left for dead when he left the Caps.
That's true. Got a couple assistant coaching jobs in the
And the
ECHL,
Caps
though.
hung him out to dry.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Listen, Jason Doy can't be a savior for everybody.
It's true. It's a very true statement. He
I
tried
mean,
though.
He tried his best.
He wasn't the savior we wanted, but he was
No,
the savior we needed.
He's the savior we deserved at that point.
We deserved. That's true. That's true.
So yeah, after he got fired 28 games in, he didn't get his next coaching job until he started with the Bruins in 2016.
Right? Okay. See?
Like he went to be an assistant for the Blackhawks, then went to be the head coach at Kingston in the OHL, then assistant coach at Providence before being head coach, and then da.
Somebody might have just had an old Rolodex and was like, "Oh, Bruce, wonder what he's doing."
Yeah. Don Sweeney hit his head and thought it was the late 90s again. I got this new up and coming kid, Bruce Cassidy, just finished playing. Just got through his playing years. He's ready to go.
But yeah, I don't think that. I think with the way that teams make the playoffs now, that kind of fuels the like we should make the playoffs every year thing in fandom, which is kind of the impatience. Like the Oilers making the playoffs 3 years ago, I think it was at this point, was the worst thing that it could have occurred to them. Because then everybody was like, "Oh, look, they've turned the corner. This is going to be the greatest team ever," and then they sucked on toast. Like the Flyers making the playoffs this year might not be a good thing.
That's true. Well, the Flyers making the playoffs anytime under Hacksaw was probably not.
And I will also say, and maybe this comes back to blow up because I know we've been talking about the Hurricanes being fast team, young team, exciting team. This run that they're doing on right now is literally going to destroy them for the next year.
Oh, you already see the goaltending not doing so great. The goaltending right now is just, it's let him out.
And I don't know what happened to Justin Williams last night. He flew off his rocker.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that as like an old joke.
Yeah, well, it could have been. You could have. Either way, I think it works. My biggest thing is that someone put on Twitter, I can't remember who it was. It's shocking that a team relying on Peter Mrazek in goal is failing. And that's not wrong. But this is a team that also, Curtis McElhinney's been played well last night. I don't think he's played terrible. I mean,
well, let's be honest. Mrazek probably should not have been in games 1 and 2 of this series after he pulled his groin or whatever the hell he did at the end of the last series.
Yeah, no, you don't put him in. Ride the hot.
So, I mean, it's not like a Rowan Gardner thing where he's going to come back and be better after he
be more stretchy.
Has his groin popped or whatever, or strained or angered.
I thought you were going to go with this thing about the Hurricanes being all this and that. I'm like, oh, so center good forechecking centermen are going to be in high demand for coaches, huh?
No,
Yannick Perreault is ready to go at a moment's notice.
No, I would be, because now here's the problem, right? Is cool. This team did fantastic. They fought and clawed and got themselves into the playoffs, and now they've made it through 2 rounds of playoffs. So, by the transitive property, they should make the playoffs easy next year.
Oh yeah, no.
But now everybody's on to them. Guess what? There's video now.
Yeah.
There's going to be somebody who figures out over the summer how to beat you.
Well, here's the thing, and this is just me. They're gonna be like, it's Columbus and Carolina's division now because the Caps are failing, the Penguins are failing, the Flyers and Rangers are in rebuilds, the Isles probably aren't going to be as good as they were last year, and the Devils. So. Everyone just thinks it's going to be a cakewalk.
Yeah. I'm sure. Fantastic.
Good for them.
I'm fine if the Hurricanes make the playoffs next year. Cool. If they continue along with the bunch of jerks things, then it just means they have no creativity.
Well, yeah.
Although I will say I do appreciate the black jerseys way more than the white jerseys. I'm I'm on Team Dun Dun.
Yeah, Dun Dun. I am definitely a big fan of those the flat. If they didn't have the 2 flags on there, I'd like it a little better.
Yeah, different logo. I agree.
Yeah. But overall, the shadowed Hurricanes little symbol in the thing, and then the shadowed state flag on the other shoulder.
I like the
Nice
flat
touch.
black sometimes. I think you need
Yeah.
a flat black on a jersey every once in a while.
Every now and again. Problem is with NHL teams, it means everyone's going to start doing it.
Yeah,
It's going to
agreed.
be a thing.
Agreed.
Caps are going to come out with a black third jersey just for the hell of it.
With the dome on it.
Oh, bring it back. Bring that beat back. Anyway, coaching.
Yeah,
So yeah, like I
we
said,
got
like,
off track and quickly.
yeah, a little bit, really quick. But I mean, well, the Hurricanes are a perfect example because the Hurricanes brought in a guy with like Rod Brendamore, and yeah, he never coached a day in his life, but he got people's respect. And the people maybe like, hey, maybe we don't have to go to the old guard all the time. But the thing is, what happens when all these guys like get too old? What happens when all these guys who were cycling just get way old? What do you do then?
I mean, I feel like you can coach for a pretty long time.
Yeah.
Like you can probably coach long enough that you're just like, I don't feel like doing this anymore.
Yeah, I'm done with this, guys. I don't need this anymore in my life.
It's not like your career is going to get cut short. I'm going to put it that way. If you're a good coach, you're going to keep finding jobs.
How do you harvest the youth, though? You go out to the coaching cornfields?
Yeah, you sell them on that website.
On that K-bid. Get that K-bid and auction off a minor league.
There's always going to be some owner or some general manager that brings somebody in. I mean, wasn't there a little while after I think it was one of the junior coaches. There was like a run on junior coaches for like 2 or 3 teams in the NHL where like, let's give junior coaches a try. And then that failed miserably and they like moved back into something else. I mean, it's a very copycat league anyway.
Oh, so very much so.
Now that Ron Brendamore has done well with the Hurricanes, I'm sure former players that are angry all the time will get more coaching gigs.
Former players that are ripped.
He does. So that might be the problem. Maybe everybody's breaking down right now because they've been on the Ron Brendamore lifting plan all year long, and no one can keep up with that except Ron Brendamore.
I definitely can see him doing a Roger Dorn and activating himself for Game 4.
As long as he's on the roster, right?
Yeah, right? I think it's good. Oh, boy. I don't know, man. I see like all these coaches. I mean, especially even with Ralph Kruger. I mean, sure, he was in the EPL for a bit. But like he coached the Oilers for a time. Not well, but he coached the Oilers. He's coached other teams too, like you have said. Yeah, I don't know.
He's coached other teams.
He's coached other things. The Oilers and other.
Well, okay. Yeah. So didn't the Sabres were kind of one of those teams though that tried the outside the box thing. They were like, "Hey, let's try Phil Housley," and then that lasted what? Less than 2 years, like 10 months or
literally 2 years.
Like 20. Okay, 2 years then.
Two hockey seasons.
2 seasons, yeah. But they just tried that, and I guess they didn't find the right guy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you look at the Florida too. Bob Boughner getting canned. He was an Ontario Hockey League coach, a junior coach going up, and I'm sure maybe AJ can speak more to that.
Yeah, but when you have Bobrovsky and Panarin on their way down, you have to get a better coach.
It's true. Joe Quenneville, everybody.
Yeah, you need a better coach to bring those guys in to the fold.
By the way, Ralph Kruger's NHL coaching experience is just that one season. And it was the lockout shortened season.
Oh. Well, is he even considered a retread then?
Yeah,
he never got a chance.
No, he really never did. You know what, Johnny? Good point. Good point.
Like he was somebody who was in hockey.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like he ever actually got a chance to coach.
I like in his Wikipedia, he was dismissed of his chairman duties on April 12th, 2019.
From Southampton?
Yeah.
Huh.
He was dismissed and is set to leave June 30th when his contract expires.
That's fine. They probably didn't need him anymore.
No.
He's kept them in the premiership for I guess 3 or 4 years. He was probably over there.
Yeah.
I think he's done well.
He has a book out called Team Life: Beyond Setbacks to Success.
Okay.
Became a bestseller allegedly.
Allegedly.
I don't have the numbers in front of me. Coach
I mean,
the Germans,
anybody can slap something on a book and say it's a bestseller.
right? Anybody can make a fucking like a motivational book. You just have to bullshit your way through it. Boy, howdy did he succeeded Tom Rainey in Edmonton, and then was succeeded by Dallas Eakins. Just the cavalcade of Edmonton Oilers coaches. My God, the hell's their coach now? No, they don't have anybody. That's right.
There is no coach. It's Connor McDavid.
Since 2010, they've had 1, 2, 3, 4. They'll be on their 8th coach.
That's not a big deal.
It's
That's like one every 13 months.
That's one less this season, guys. Come on, get out of here with that.
I mean, what could go wrong?
I like how they put Dallas Eakins, his coaching tenure, 2013-14 to 2014-15. Just say 13 to 15, please. Don't drag this out. Dallas Eakins a guy who needs another shot too, I think. He's another Brendamore guy. He's another guy who is that fitness guru kind of dude. But with who is a good question.
Well, maybe now he gets a choice or gets a chance because Rod Brendamore's kicked down the door of the fitness guru.
Yeah, he can be the head coach of the Edmonton Oilers again.
The love guru.
Yeah, actually, the Edmonton Oilers is the only vacancy out there. Everything else is fulfilled. Oh,
And
except
who
the
is
Ducks.
there for the Oilers?
I forgot the Ducks that is still.
Oh, the Ducks.
Yeah, and Dallas Eakins is the head coach of the Ducks affiliate. So odds are, you can bet that he'll probably get promoted when their season's done.
Well, maybe Lane Lambert goes to the Oilers.
Ooh, would you?
If
If you're Lane Lambert,
are you going to get that Islanders gig anytime soon? Because Lane Lambert just saw Todd Reardon get the Caps team after Trotz left. Do you stick around and you like move into that role, or do you go off on your own?
You wait out Barry Trotz there.
I mean, what has Barry Trotz gotten him?
I don't know. Well, you're the one who says that coaching is not really a finite position.
No, I get that.
They could go forever.
But how long will it take? Because the Oilers have kind of stuck themselves in that same boat where they swept the Penguins in the first round, and now there's expectations.
Yeah.
Because that last year, the only expectations were we wanted to beat John Tavares whenever he came to town.
And they did, I think, except that one game. But I mean, but I guess it's a matter of consequence. Would you rather be the assistant coach for however long with a guy you've pretty much followed from point A to point B? Or would you rather take over the Edmonton Oilers, which is a rudderless ship? I think that's also a thing, too. Some of these young coaches may be biding their time a little too much because the gigs out there are garbage.
That could be it. AJ said that Boogie was all right. He suffered from a bad goaltending situation.
Shocking. You care to take a guess who the longest tenured coach is?
In the NHL?
Yeah, right now. As we sit. The year of our Lord 2019. Fuck.
That is an interesting question. God, there's a really, really weird part of me that wants to say like Gerard Gallant. AJ said that the coach carousel is a long-term problem with the Panthers.
Ugh.
No other coaches have come close to Q's caliber, so I guess that makes sense.
That's I can understand why they did what they did.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know who the longest tenured coach in the NHL is.
He started March 25th, 2013, and it's John Cooper.
Huh. The only other person that just came to mind was Mike Sullivan, but he's probably done soon.
Yeah, he was actually December 12th, 2015. He is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th on the list.
Wow.
All right, so
Maybe
1,
you
two,
just see him too much.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 teams have had a new coach. So just under half the league have ushered in a new coach in the past 13 months. 15 teams. That's astonishing.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
astonishing that half the fucking league has a new coach.
it goes back to your comment earlier, though, about how no one's patient any longer.
Yeah. No patience. Zero patience on these chicken fingers.
No chill, as the kids say.
No chill, as Mark with the C joins us.
No, the kids.
Oh. Well,
I
I
mean,
said
I
you
do.
join. I said you join us.
I do.
You
I
jo-
did
you
join.
joined
I
us.
do.
You
I
joined
am
us.
joining, but
You are
it's the
joining.
kids that say that.
Kids.
The kids.
Kids saying it's lit. And also, we got to figure in that the Ottawa Senators aren't going to let Mark Crawford take that position because odds are they're going to give it to somebody else.
Eugene Melnick.
Oh, that'd be great if he became owner coach.
Who owned? Who owned?
Who owned the Senators? Where's the crowd? Why is there nobody here? So speaking of coaching, of course, like we said, Ralph Kruger hired his head coach. Johnny said Lane Lambert being looked at by the is it Lambert or Lambert?
I thought it was Lambert.
It depends on whether it's French Canada or regular Canada.
I think he's from like Chicago.
Is the T silent?
French Canada is the best Canada.
See, it might be from Chicago, but he's also like the Champagne's from there. He's from Melfort,
If you ask Guy Hébert,
Saskatchewan.
the T is silent.
He's from Saskatchewan, so it's Lonnie Lambert. It's actually Gord Lambert.
Gord Lambert. You have to
Uh,
accentuate the T when you're from Saskatchewan, right?
When
You
you're
have
from
to, like,
Saskatchewan,
just the sketch,
it's Saskatchewan.
not the Sasquatch.
What'd you call her?
Sasquatch. Anyway, so yeah, the St. Louis Blues have said that the only coach they're going after is Craig Berube if he wants to stay. Which why wouldn't he? He just needs that sweet, sweet paycheck,
And subsequently, Craig Berube turned around and punched him in the face.
right? In celebration, as they played a late disco song as the fucking victory thing.
He doesn't sign contracts. He just punches through them in the same manner that he punches through all paper
Mm-hmm.
officially. You know, he doesn't need a notary. He just punches the paper himself.
Gets a tattoo on his knuckles like every time he needs to sign something and just punches. And somehow it's still legally binding.
Yeah, because would you question Craig Berube?
It's true. Ugh.
Huh, apparently Chrome Remote Desktop is a web app now. How about that?
All right. Brendan Shanahan signed a 6-year extension with the Toronto Maple Leafs. So that's something. Brendan Shanahan also said that the Toronto Maple Leafs will have cap problems so long as they're contenders. So that's
This
the
is
thing.
isn't that normal? When do you not have cap problems if you're a contender?
When do you not have cap problems when you're the Maple Leafs?
I was a contender. Well, yeah.
Sorry, I
do you-
definitely heard that as cat problems.
Cat
And I was like, why do they have a lot of cats in the arena?
Well, they're just why not? They need to fill it something in May.
Cat sanctuary.
Cat exactly. Joe Sakic says he's going to be more aggressive in free agency. Thank God, because he got rid of that cardboard cutout that was a GM. The double IHF is going on.
I saw
Things are happening.
Italy got the crap beat out of them by Russia.
Italy didn't fare well this year.
No. Mm-mm.
You said farewell? That's probably accurate.
Yeah. Russia enjoys record victory. That's not something you want a headline to read. I hope it was like their 100th win as a nation.
I'm not
Um,
even sure they're talking about hockey.
Alexander Ovechkin's scoring drought came to an end as Russia romped a record victory. Since the breakup of the USSR, the Russian national team had 4 times won by 9-goal margins. But this is the first time the post-Soviet Red Machine has achieved a 10-goal margin.
Yeah.
The final was 10-0.
There was there on Ovi's goal. It was almost like the Italians had never seen the NHL.
Yeah, it was. It was just...
Ovi was posted up in the circle for almost 35 seconds with not a single person within 15 feet of him. The puck gets played back, and the Russian, I guess, D-man just kind of throws it all the way across the ring, and Ovechkin one-times it. Like,
Oh, no, that was
literally.
Kuznetsov.
Oh, it was Kuznetsov?
Yeah.
Literally, Ovechkin's been standing there for at least 30 seconds without a single person going toward him.
Yeah. It wasn't great. Oh, by the way, the the final is 10 way short, and this is how the sentence ends. The final score of 10-0 was still some way short of the USSR's best, a 28-2 hammering of Italy in 1967.
I get it.
Um.
That was a sickle victory.
Ovechkin's comments after the game, of course, a win like this lifts our confidence, but mostly I feel a bit sorry for the Italians tonight. They battled hard. They're good guys, but different skill levels was apparent immediately.
Well, that's because, I mean, do they actually play with Italians, or do they have the Canadian Italians like they had for the Olympics?
The goaltender's name was Andreas Bernard. So
yeah,
I
that
don't
guy's
even fucking
definitely Italian. He's not Canadian Italian like when they had Jason Muzzati in goal.
Well, that was for the Olympics.
That's what I mean. They
You
don't
know,
even
you
have the
gotta-
Canadian Italians anymore. How are they supposed to compete?
Oh, those poor WAP Italians. Wait, that's one and the same.
Yeah, that's the same. I was talking
Wait
about
a
Canadian Italians.
Oh, those hoser wops. How's that? Is that good?
That's probably closer.
Okay.
Actually.
Can I get a roster, please? I mean, Jesus Christ. I want to see who the hell's actually in this.
It's gonna sound like dishes from Little Italy.
I had this last night. All right, so Andres Bernard is your goalkeep.
Okay.
He is it looks like he might be German. I don't know.
Really?
Might
Actually,
be.
I mean, Italy kind of butts up against like Switzerland, Germany area. Up there at the top.
Oh yeah, Northern Italy is practically Germany.
Yeah,
Okay, fair enough. Marcus Gandler.
he's probably Northern Italian.
Yeah, Alex Trivigliano.
He was on Friends, I think.
Sean McNongle.
That guy's Canadian.
The ever rare Irish Italian.
At that point, the Italians were like, "Are you Catholic?"
Yeah, exactly.
No. We don't need to know if you're Irish Catholic or not. Just Catholic.
Yeah, Sean McNongle from Oakville, Ontario.
Told you, Canadian.
He most recently played in Norway for a team called Frisk Asker. Well,
Yeah, you gotta ask her.
That's polite. That's really polite.
Wow.
You can't just frisk first.
No,
No, but Frisk is first, and then ask her.
that's true.
Yeah, Frisk first, ask questions later.
Right?
It's their slogan.
The Norwegian slogan. It's on their flag. Jan Pavlu,
He's Italian.
Marco Insam.
He was a striker, I think, for the Italian national team.
He plays for HC Bolzano 2000.
I thought you were gonna
That's
say
great.
HC Bolognese. Yep.
HC. Mwah.
It's too bad Lyle's missing this.
I know, right? Armin Hofer. Ivan Terferer. I don't think that's the
Whoa.
name.
Wow.
German
Yeah.
for sure.
Peter Hochkoffler.
Oh,
There's-
I always watch Hotchkoffler when I watch my hockey.
Here we go. Here's the one. Giovanni Morini. Hey.
yeah. He's from Sicily,
Yeah.
and he's probably the enforcer. Let's be
Exactly.
dead honest.
Raphael.
Who does he play for?
He plays for HC Lugano. in the Swiss league.
Ah, the diver.
Yeah. Raphael Andergassen.
Okay,
The Costner brothers of Diego and Simon.
perfect. That's the video game. That's the video game Italians got for their Nintendo
No,
in
I've,
the
I've,
80s.
I've seen that movie. It's called Multiplicity, right? Where all the different
Hey, there it
Costners show
Yeah.
up.
Yes.
But that wasn't Costner.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
I always get them mixed up on purpose, though.
Okay, good.
Armin Helfer. A lot of Armins on this team.
Armin
Hof-
Hammer plays for the Russians.
I would go with Chinese, but that works too. There's an Armin Hofer and an Armin Helfer. They must be cousins.
Probably.
Marco Di Filippo Rosia.
Let's be honest. This
Wow.
entire team is made up of cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all family.
Marco Di Filippo Roya is probably one of the best names
Who
out
does
there.
he play for?
He plays for SG Cortina.
Okay,
I think that's
there's
the
actually
Microsoft app.
that's like 3 more. Yes, actually,
Yeah,
it's on my Windows 10.
Is that an adult league team somewhere?
This is 3 more Italian teams that I knew existed.
Well, that's assuming they're Italian. I think some of these are spread out.
Oh, okay.
Gianluca Vallini.
He definitely played for the Italian national team
Yeah.
at some point.
Ivan DeLuca. I think he went to our school. Joachim Ramhoser. Luca Zanatti,
Okay.
guy from the neighborhood. Alex Lambacker.
Canadian.
Yeah. Anthony Bardaro. Marco Rosa. And Angelo Micheletti.
Ah, nice.
Micheletti.
I'm glad that Micheletti's son made it to the team.
Not named on this team in the third. Oh no, I did say Gianluca Vallini. Wow, this is a team for the ages.
Gianluca Pagliuca.
Gianluca Pagliuca. Obviously, the Italians tearing it up. They have 4 losses in all their games. They are facing, shockingly enough, relegation.
That's fine.
So-
They just came up, right?
Yeah, I think so. They might as well get sent back down. Looking at the World Championships, Germany 4-0, along with Russia and Switzerland, the only 4-0 teams out there. Switzerland basically beating the shit out of everybody. They have their goals for. They have 20 goals for, 2 against. Russia, thanks to the 10-0 whopping today,
Oh,
the whopping 10-0 victory. 23-2 on that one.
I guarantee you that was a headline on
Oh, it
NHL.com.
should have been. And then they got taken down and someone had to apologize. The winless teams, Austria, Norway, Italy, and Great Britain.
So speaking of coaches, when does Marco Sturm get a shot in the NHL?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Because he's had a good run over the past
really
couple of
has.
years now with this German team.
Yeah, and he kind of took over for Ralph Kruger there too. You have to think the people got to get their eye. I mean, if the Olympics weren't something to take a look at, like this has to kind of solidify him as a big candidate. The
Yeah.
best coach not in the NHL is we'll get articles about from the Athletic.
Ah, beautiful. That's beautiful. I like it.
By the way, the Italians have played 4 games. They have exactly 0 goals.
That's fine. I
Yes, but how
This
many
is-
shots on goal?
This is the staunch
Ooh.
Italian defense that you're used to seeing out of the Azzurri.
Yeah,
Oh,
how
wait,
many
what?
how many own goals do they have? That's the question.
You tell me how many they put in their own net.
I mean, that's what buried them in 2006. Let's be honest.
Yes, no, of course.
Right. Yeah, the own goal right before they won the World Cup.
Yeah.
The own goal against the Americans, though. The only
right.
goal that that Italy gave up that entire World Cup was against the Americans, and they scored on themselves.
Do you want to take a guess on how many shots the Italians have taken in 4 games?
Who's going first? John, you want to go first?
John, you want to go first?
I'm gonna go 32 total in 4
32
games.
total. All right, Mark.
I'm gonna go a little higher. I think I'm gonna go with 41.
Mark highest without going over 64.
Oh,
That's
they've actually
respectable.
taken a good number of shots for 0
They
goals.
have. Well, I think by the time you're playing your third pairing and your fourth line for the majority of the third period, you're going to get some shots through.
All right.
Marcus Gandler is going to get some shots through.
True, and that Saskatchewan kid.
Yeah, exactly. The McNoggle,
Yeah.
who's listed as defenseman and centerman.
Perfect. He's the
Yeah.
Fedorov of the team.
Let's see where Marcus Gandler's from. I'm assuming somewhere in Norway. He's Italian. No, he was born in Italy. How about that? Don't I feel like a
Near
con?
Milan.
Vippanino.
I have no idea where that is, but I'm assuming that many of the northern Italians have like German, Switzerland type names.
Yeah, that seems almost like Finnish to me.
Finnish.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Finnish.
There's
hardly
probably a
Finnish.
joke in there somewhere. I just didn't roll with it quickly enough.
Finish. I'm already dressed. Does that work? All right.
Close enough.
Shout out to the Aberdeen Wings, not of Aberdeen, Maryland, but they stole
Bay Wings.
That'd be great. They stole the Capitals logo. They have won the NAHL Robertson Cup in their 1-game victory over. I think it was the No, they played another team, Fairbanks. That's right, because Fairbanks beat Johnstown.
They only play one game for the championship.
Yeah, it's very weird. It's a best of 3 in the semifinal, and then 1 game determines it all.
Interesting.
It's a hell of a thing. And they had
Well, by that point, they're like, these kids have been traveling long
It's
enough.
like, Jesus Christ, guys. Let's just play this on a Tuesday, please.
Is it at least at a neutral location?
Yeah, it's in Minnesota.
I mean, the
Okay.
Black Bears finished their season 2 months ago.
Right, exactly. Black Bears have been done for a while.
Their season's been done for so long that they have a second rink.
I was gonna say the second ring's up. I mean, Jesus. What more do you want out of them? Mark, were you listening to the show earlier? It's a trick
No.
question. I know you weren't.
Well, if I can guess what you guys were talking about without reading the rundown, what do I win?
Well, I was going to quiz you who you think the longest tenured coach in the NHL is.
With the same team, I'm guessing.
Yes.
That's what
Okay.
longest tenured means.
Well, I mean, not necessarily. You could be a tenured teacher
That's
at multiple
true.
colleges.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't carry over in the NHL.
No, sadly.
Um,
Obviously, you're getting fired at a rapid pace.
let's see. I'm gonna go with all the guys that you'd normally think, like the Quenvilles and the Babcocks, probably haven't been there long enough. Claude Julien is who I'm gonna go with.
First off, Joe Quenneville's only been on the job since April 8th. So no, he
Well,
hasn't
right.
been
What
there.
I'm saying is,
In life.
like, last year, 2 years ago, you would have gone
yeah.
with Joel Quenneville.
Sure. Actually, Claude Julien looks like he is 14th on the list. John Cooper.
Wow.
John Cooper.
that
March.
You didn't even let Lyle guess.
Well, we'll let Lyle guess on this one. Hi, Lyle Richardson of Spectre's Hockey. We don't know how-
Hi.
We don't know how breaks work, and I don't see the screen when I have
Who
it.
is
So.
the least tenured
Oh.
coach?
Yeah, who is the guy who was hired recently? Go.
Yeah.
No. How many since April of last year? So the end the end of the regular season last year. So the end of the 2017-18 regular season. How many coaches do you think have been hired since then? How many coaching positions have been vacant since then?
So since the end of last season?
Since the end of last regular season.
Oh, sweet Jesus. All right. Well, let's see. Well, there was Buffaloes.
Sure.
There's Edmonton.
You don't have to name all of them. We
You
just
don't
need a
have-
number.
There,
one
I
to
gotta.
31.
This is the only way I can figure it out, guys.
What-
Yeah, I
one
wasn't prepared for this.
Shrimp Scampy.
I'm old and my freaking brain is slow. Shut up.
Butterfly shrimp. Fried shrimp.
I love
Shrimp
you, though.
gumbo.
Okay, fuck you guys.
Lieutenant Dan, you got your
and-
legs.
And before your, well, in answer to your previous question too, I was going to say Paul Maurice with the Winnipeg Jets, but I'd forgotten about John Cooper. That's right, he was the year before, I think.
Paul Maurice is second on that list. You
Oh,
would've been
well, I
close.
wasn't far off then. Okay, good. Holy shit!
Wasn't the Quenneville was a coach of the Blackhawks since before the Jets were even in existence, right? Up until 2 years ago or whatever.
Yeah, right around that time.
You are
So
correct, sir.
It's crazy to me to think that, there are all these coaches that have been around forever, like the Trotzes and the Quennevilles and the Babcocks, but
Well, they've
they
been
recently
continuing. I
changed
mean,
names.
if you're going to talk continuously gainfully employed, I'd have to say Barry Trotz is your winner, because he spent 200 years in Nashville.
Barry
then he
Trotz
went
or Claude
directly
Julien?
to Washington. Then he went directly to the Islanders, so he's never been unemployed.
Well, when did Claude Julien start in Montreal? Because he's gone Montreal, Boston, Montreal.
Yeah, but no, you're forgetting New Jersey. He had a break, and then he got hired by New Jersey. Then New Jersey.
We all forget about New Jersey.
Yeah, he wasn't with them for long. I think a year.
What about Torts? Did Torts sit out for a while, or did
Torts did too. Torts sat for a bit. If you're talking continuously,
Torts
never had
Russia,
a season where he did not coach.
No, that's
I think
Mike
Trotz
Keenan.
is the winner. That's 22 years for
Keenan.
Barry Trotz.
I get my asshole New York Rangers coaches mixed up sometimes.
Right.
Oh, well, it's
Yeah.
easy. It's easy to do.
Sure.
Hmm.
It's not hard.
Going all the way back to Michel Bergevin. Yeah.
All right. So coaches that had since last regular season, how many coaching vacancies have there been?
Well, I was going to try and figure it out, but you guys mocked me with your, shrimp friggin' riff on fucking Forrest Gump. So to hell with you. I'm not going to fucking play now. Piss off.
Well, you got fingers and toes, buddy. You could have just done it that way.
No, because I told you I'm old and it takes me time now. So you got to allow for a seniors moment here.
All right. You can name the teams that have happened, and I'll tell you if you're right or wrong.
All right.
How's that for a game, since we don't have much to talk about?
How about we just move on?
No, I want
just,
this.
Just leave me out
Johnny's
of it.
answered.
All right, eight teams. God damn
Next
it.
week we're gonna do Italian national team or dish, and see how Lyle goes with.
Yeah, exactly. Italian national hockey player or something you get at what's
Olive
the
Garden.
Roma?
Olive Garden.
What's the place at the
Mama Roma's.
Mama Roma's.
My choice for genuine Italian cuisine.
We'll have the guys from Mama Roma's at Piney Orchard Ice Arena come on and talk about either Italian national or a dish you can buy for $5.99.
Hey, a big ziti for the reporter guy. Come on.
Exactly. Give me a little bit of that Luca Cavallini. No, not the dish. Give me the play. Is that on defense?
If you start singing "O Solo Mio," I'm leaving.
So what pairs best with their big ziti, John? The orange Red Bull or the blue Red Bull?
No, it's all blue Red Bull. They actually went out and bought blue Red Bulls just for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's quality. That's how you know you're a regular.
Wow.
That's how
yeah.
I just figured that I spoke to them in Italian very shortly one night, and they were like, "He's in."
He's
Give him what he wants.
You're part of the club. Yeah.
We
And
got
then
him.
they also didn't charge me for a Red Bull after that either.
Nice.
Jeez,
That
wow.
that app that threatens you to learn languages paid off, I
Duolingo.
guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They'll send that owl after you.
Exactly. The guy's a son of a bitch. Mark, coaching vacancies since last regular season.
I mean, I haven't heard much about anything, and you know how I keep up with all this stuff.
Your fingers on the pulse.
So I'm gonna say there's only like 3.
Wow.
Why would Scotty ask you the question if there were 3?
I don't know.
Throw him off. Throw him off the scent.
Yeah,
Since
he's tricked me before.
I have. I said, "Hey, you want to do a hockey show?"
What
Wait,
was that guy's name?
it was actually the other way around.
Friskasker?
Oh yeah, Frisk Asker.
Frisk Asker was where that guy played. The
Yeah,
one Italian.
I want that jersey now. So since April 23rd, 2018, so we're talking 380 some days ago, 15 coaching vacancies.
Wow.
Half the league.
I only got about half of them right. I said 8.
Calgary, Dallas, Carolina, both New Yorks, Washington, Chicago, St. Louis, Anaheim, Ottawa, Florida, Philadelphia, Los Angeles, Buffalo, and Edmonton.
That's a pretty high turnover.
So it's John
And
just-
Seattle.
Just
Yeah.
think, just think. Before the end of last season, though, they were talking about how there were no coaching changes that during the season.
Yeah.
if you wanna
rarity
get-
indeed.
If you want to get technical about it, that's 16 coaching vacancies.
It's true.
Mm,
This is
Mhm.
Seattle.
mm.
Exactly half the league.
Exact. Literally half the league. Literally.
Do you mean that literally?
Literally.
Oh, literally.
Yeah, I'm a millennial. It's got to be lit. Literally.
Yes, because you're your own worst enemy.
There you go.
Right. Oh, that's good. You make me completely miserable. So Lyle,
Sir.
a thing has happened in Ohio.
Things always happen in Ohio.
Things are happening. Things are happening to the tune of $3.2 million. Things are happening that Jean-Luc Grandpierre is a real estate agent, which I found hilarious.
Make it so.
Why? Hey, he's making a good, honest living for
Hey,
himself. What's
I
wrong with
didn't
that?
think. No, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying, why did he stay in Ohio?
Can you not
think he's-
appreciate the serendipity of this?
I think it's fantastic.
A former Blue Jacket
Helping a
is
guy
a real
move.
estate agent, helping arguably the best player, arguably the best player in Blue Jackets history, to put his condo on the market.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's interesting claim.
Rick Nash is
No.
very angry with
No,
him right
you know
now.
what?
Is he? How many trophies did he win apart from having to share the Rocket Richard trophy? How many?
I really don't know.
It
'cause
sounds
he's been
like a
injured.
half.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll call this one a draw too.
It actually sounds like he won a half. Now watch him get like some bullshit like humanitarian award and like 7 of them. He was he got the NHL Foundation Player Award in 2009.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
all right.
okay.
So there we
a
go.
He was
No,
also
no,
he was
Lyle,
also
you-
the Mark
a
Messier
real- okay, that's-
Leadership Award
yeah,
in March
that-
of
Lyle, you
2018.
didn't mention
for participation.
Lyle.
award,
You
yeah.
didn't say it had to be. Of course, that was when he was with the
Yeah.
Rangers too. So it really doesn't count.
Yeah,
Wait,
Lyle,
hold
Lyle,
on.
wait.
It was still with the
Scotty.
Blue Jackets. He was still with the Blue Jackets. He didn't get to the Rangers until 2012.
Okay, but
even
Lyle,
so, it's still
how
it's-
many playoff goals did Sergei Bobrovsky score for the Blue Jackets? Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just same amount as Rick Nash.
How many
Same amount.
playoff series
I know.
did Rick Nash? How many playoff series did Rick Nash help the Blue Jackets win? Huh? How many? Huh? How many
Man,
fucking
you got-
Vezina trophies did he win?
Hey,
that's
hey,
right.
hold on. Wait a minute.
0.
He can't win a
None.
Vezina. He's a skater.
Yeah, of course. Because he won
Yeah.
because Bobrovsky won a real award twice for
Yeah, I
being
know.
the best player at his
See?
position.
You know what, Lyle? You're so right because that's gotten him so many Stanley Cups.
Yeah,
No,
well, he's
both-
still. Yeah, how many
both
Rick,
of them are
did Rick
assholes.
Nash get with the Blue Jackets?
Yeah, no, both of them are
0.
assholes, Lyle.
How many series did Rick Nash win with the Blue Jackets? 0. How many
Lyle, you're
series
proving
did
our
Bobrovsky
point
win?
that
1. That's
that
enough.
both
Greatest
Bobrovsky and
player
Nash.
in Blue Jackets history, Sergei
Oh,
Bobrovsky. I rest
never,
my
not
case.
at all. Who's gonna have their number retired first?
Who's gonna ride?
right.
Oh my God.
That's right, David Viborny.
Hold on, what's that analogy? Who's
Did
the
you-
first number to get retired for the Columbus Blue Jackets? Is that like getting a silver
It's-
Never mind. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna.
You guys completely
say that.
glossed over my Ray Bork reference.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
I'm
good.
sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry,
Lyle's
I'm getting
too bi-
pinged.
Lyle's too-
Apparently, I'm too loud. So
Yeah.
I gotta dial it down.
I've gotten that text plenty of times.
I just put my phone on silent. And
Ironic, since you're too loud.
exactly.
Yeah. Mm,
Um.
mm.
That means you're having a great
So anyway,
time. Lyle.
the fifth best player in Blue Jackets history,
Who?
Sergei Bobrovsky's leaving. He is behind David Viborny.
Wait,
He is behind Nikolai Zherdev. He's not
Sergei
even a Matt
Fedorov.
Sergei Fedorov, and of course,
What about Ryan Johansson?
and Ryan Johansson?
Look,
Technically, isn't
Rick-
Sergei
Rick
Fedorov
Nash-
the greatest player in Blue Jackets history?
Rick Nash was the first true star for the Columbus Blue Jackets. He was the first franchise player. I will, of course, grant him and grant you that.
Mhm.
But in terms of who I think who was the best player in Blue Jackets history, it's Bobrovsky.
Oh yeah, I don't think we can.
Yeah. But anyway, he's pulling up stakes.
His 5,474 square foot condo
Mm.
on the 19th floor
Jesus, his condo is twice as big as my house.
of
Maybe
the
even three
of the
times as
North
big as
Bank.
my house.
Within
How many-
walking distance of the arena too, I might
Yeah, and
add.
it overlooks the stadium, so you don't have to pay for baseball tickets anymore.
Yeah.
Mark, how many bedrooms does your house have?
3.
Oh,
Well, technically only 1. Well, 2 now because one of them is a playroom.
okay.
Yeah.
But
How many-
there's an oven in one of my bedrooms.
That's
In the back.
weird. What? It's kind of
Wow.
weird.
I mean, it's
Hold
really
on.
up to me to determine what my bedrooms are. Why? It's a Mitch Hedberg joke.
Okay.
I thought maybe you had a toilet in your kitchen.
Well, isn't that up to me?
Oh,
Why
sorry. The view is the downtown, the arena district, so you can look over the Arbard craziness. The new soccer stadium is right
God.
there.
Just for that alone.
That's worth it. We
So
should buy it.
how many full baths does your house have, Mark?
2. It's
Hmm.
2 and 2, so technically
Ooh.
3.
So we got the Bobrovsky mansion has 4-bed, 4-bath.
Wait, can we talk about this for a second? Why
Please.
are baths without showers half baths? Because that screws the math completely up.
Yeah.
I don't.
Like-
if I have 2 half baths, it's not a full bath.
No, it's not.
No.
Can we call
yeah.
them something different?
No, yeah, okay. You get
Yeah, they
two,
call them 2 half baths.
you get 2 full baths and something to stew in.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. But if I have 2 full baths and 2 half baths, I don't have 3 bathrooms.
You get a full bathroom and a reading room.
yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean,
my
it's better than
study.
having the jail cell bathroom, so you're probably
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So his condo's up for sale, $3.2 million.
Mm.
Oh, I have that type of money. I should buy it.
There you
Right?
go. Yeah. Off you go.
And of course, this obviously spells the end of his era.
It's just
Mm.
5 times bigger than my house.
Yeah. God.
I mean,
Wow.
what if he's trying to buy a bigger condo closer to the soccer stadium? You don't know that.
Guys, this place is bigger than all
What
our
if he's
3 of
trying
our
to
houses
buy the
combined?
soccer stadium?
Yeah, there you go.
Mm.
It's like he wants a bigger condo closer to the arena. He wants the arena. He wants to be on top of the arena.
It's-
Essentially.
He has a 1-bedroom place with 45,000 bathrooms.
Oh my god.
By the way, can I say how if your house can be
Yes.
listed as like four bedrooms, but then you turn around and go, okay, 4 bedroom, but okay, well technically one's a playroom and one's an office, and
Right. I essentially have 3 utility rooms.
yeah.
Much like the Orioles right now.
Hey,
Hey-o.
that's infielded.
Wow. Hey, it could be worse. It could be the Marlins. I think it was Jesse Spector did a piece there on Twitter saying that basically the movie Major League predated the Marlins by 3 decades. And when in the scene where they're going through who they're picking for the rosters, I didn't even know half of these guys. You know?
This
I
one's
don't know half
dead.
these guys
Cross
half of
them
them don't
off.
play anymore. 2 of these guys are dead. Doesn't matter. Sign them anyway.
Cross them off. All right, so here's as we get to the real estate portion of our show, the Sergei Bobrovsky condo mansion.
Wow.
God, that makes me sick.
That's just the dining room. Look at
You
that.
can
Look
clear
at
the
that oven
dining. You
built
can
Oh,
clear
in.
the
that's a
dining. You can
great
clear
view.
that dining room for dancing, for God's sake. Look at that floor.
I like the
he
oven. I
married?
like that oven built in.
Is
Huh?
he married?
I don't.
Oh, yeah.
Why? Are you trying to get with him?
Maybe for that.
And you know he's classy because he's got the 2 fabric chairs at the head and the foot of the table.
Why does
You
it
know
look like he's
that has
overlooking
never
an
been
ocean?
sat in at
Yeah.
all.
No,
most
no.
of this stuff is showpieces. Show the place that the 3 rooms where he and his wife actually hang out and live in. Because
I
it
don't know.
ain't
He's
those.
Russian. You might think he's being spied on by his parents.
Yeah.
There's the living room.
Yeah, that's definitely this entire apartment is staged. None of
Oh,
that
God, yeah.
is furniture.
None of that looks like it. Yeah.
I've actually had. There's actually these chairs at a local bar that I go to. So
Maybe that's where he got them from.
I feel bad that had to.
Hey,
stay
check out all the
apartment.
pillows, man. Pillow fight.
it's a lot of pillows.
on the 19th floor. All these people that had to carry all the shit all the way up to the 19th floor.
Look at that bedroom. Look at that. Look at the view. You can just have your balls out entire sit. Hang on,
Wait,
honestly.
how many people do you need to sit and watch you sleep in your bedroom?
Evidently, you need half the city of Columbus to watch you sleep, scratch your balls, do
I
whatever.
am not. I'm with Mark. I think that
This
the
is like a
chairs,
hotel room.
the chairs
is.
in the bedroom facing the bed is an interesting touch.
This is
Yeah.
actually a picture of
Isn't
the
it, Jeff?
Sheridan. It's a
Isn't it,
picture of the
Jeff?
Sheridan. Look at that tub.
Oh,
You
now
can
that tub is
there we go.
tub is nice. I like
that's
that.
a nice little
That's a
claw
nice
foot
tub.
here.
I like that.
Just again, bear. Just show your
Yeah.
gooch off to
Why
the
does it
world.
matter at that point? You're on the
No.
19th floor.
19th floor.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm waving to Ernie, the eye in the sky. The morning
Oh, look at this!
Ooh,
Look at this here.
ooh,
Look at
ooh,
this as a walk-in.
ooh.
It's a whole
There
fucking
you go.
department.
There you go.
That
There you
walk-in
go.
closet's the size of my master bedroom.
That's a locker room there, kids.
Wow.
Well, it looks bigger because of the mirrors.
Look at all
That's
these
what she
shoes.
said.
Look at these shoes. Look at the shoes
There.
there.
Shoes.
Actually, that's bigger than my bedroom.
Hey, look at this bathroom. Just have another bathroom.
Yeah, but that one doesn't have top to bottom windows, so that one's
That's true.
basically worthless.
This is the
Yeah.
guest bathroom, obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
Oh,
Nobody,
here's
nobody
a-
wants to
oh,
see the. There
This is a
you are.
podcast studio if I've ever seen one.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
that's an office with natural
Oh,
light
look at that
coming to
weight room there,
blind you.
baby. Look at that weight room. Get your gains.
Mm.
Why don't put that in front of the window? And as you see in the background of the mirror, his Russian jersey. All the way back here, if you look on the right side middle, there it
Yep,
is.
the white jersey.
Oh, so this is one of the
Disturbingly,
rooms he used.
disturbingly free of Blue Jacket memorabilia, I might add.
Yeah, I know. Hot and cold tubs. Why not? A little whirlpool action.
Oh, that's nice. I
Another
appreciate that.
party used.
That's a good touch.
Mm.
And then the city with that's a terrible picture of the river. You couldn't
Yeah.
Oh
Photoshop
my
that
god,
one.
that
Couldn't you have,
really
like
is terrible.
Photoshop that up a little bit or something?
Wow. Yeah.
Wait till the flooding was done. Like maybe look out to the other side, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's
Come
another look
on.
at the. That's a nice.
Now that's a
balcony,
better.
though.
That yeah. Now that's a better
That's a
view of the
balcony.
river anyway too.
Yeah, there's zero chance I can live in this place.
Why 3.2 million? You got that lying around?
No, it's not the money issue. It's the fact that I'm afraid of heights.
Oh well, there's that too.
I would have been completely fine until I saw that balcony.
Yeah, especially with the glass.
Yeah, let's go out. Let's go out on the balcony. It's got like half
John-
glass. I'm sure nothing would go wrong.
John, what are you worried about? The railing's gonna hit you in the neck, so
That's
you're
true.
fine.
That's true.
Get it in short.
Get it? He's short.
As I said, I'd laugh too, but I'm only about maybe an inch and a half taller, so I'm not going to laugh at Johnny at all.
So there you go, 3.2 million, ending the legacy since
Yeah.
Ron Tugnut, the best goalie since Ron Tugnut,
Mhm.
Sergei Bobrovsky.
Yeah. Oh, did you see their vacation, their holiday snaps? Him and Panarin and their significant
yeah,
others
no, they're
hanging out in
already-
Florida. Oh
They're,
yeah.
they're basically signing
Big
the
house
contract.
hunting?
That they're signing the contract. Which, by the way, Lyle, again, a couple weeks ago, I talked about Panarin getting paid by the Panthers. All the Ranger fans coming out of the woodworks. He's going to the Rangers there. Boy, this is not looking good for them. And I saved a couple of those tweets, so when he signs, I will be tweeting them. with-
That's cool, man.
Because go fuck yourself, Ranger fan. How you like them apples?
Wow.
I've withheld retweeting anything about the Toronto Maple Leafs that I said last year when they signed Tron Tavares. I decided against it.
There you go.
Mm.
As you
Being
should.
the better man,
I'm
John.
just holding on. I've actually just pulled up about a week ago and saved my piece unfeatured that I wrote about how they didn't need John Tavares. I wrote that a week before they signed him.
I remember that.
I'm looking forward to resurrecting that in a year's time. Not in a year's time, actually. I'm looking forward to resurrecting that in about a month's time because I don't see how Kyle Dubas is going to square the circle here and pull all this off.
Well,
But
what you
anyway.
should do is write the same article over, like copy paste, but only change a little bit and see if anyone notices.
Yeah.
Isn't that a page out of which Puck Daddy writer? Didn't somebody do that before? Or they keep posting the same article over and over again?
Sean Leahy?
No.
Sean Leahy
Ryan
made it to
Lambert?
the
Oh, he did that
NHL
before.
tonight. He was before the game. They talked about Sean Leahy's articles.
Oh, did they? Good for him.
Yeah.
Good that Limes is getting national recognition.
Well, he works
Oh yeah,
for
it
them.
works for NBC. So I
Well,
hope
yeah, but
I hope,
but just because you work for NBCW,
it's about
you don't get
it's about
mentioned
time they
on the
included his
show.
ass in the pregame.
Yeah,
Like honestly,
They just talked about him writing an article. They didn't include him. First of all,
you know what? Here, first off, I want to see them shadow him, like his process.
Oh, I thought that you. I
I
thought
need-
that you meant he was just going to be like Twitter guy.
I need a Sean Leahy follow the Sean Leahy process of writing. Sean Leahy for a day. That's what they can call it.
Oh,
And
that's amazing.
'cause
And
it
by the
rhymes.
way, Patrick Sharp's the only person that I know that could have 16 versions of a navy blue suit, and all of them look fantastic.
Yes. By the way,
I
fantastic.
bet Brooks White could pull it off.
You're probably while he's changing a tire.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, also confirmed that Elvis Merzlikins has signed a 1-year deal with the Blue Jackets, thus ending the reign.
Didn't I see something today that the Blue Jackets had to sign a goalie today because there's apparently some clause that says that NHL teams must always have 3 signed goaltenders on the team?
Lyle, comment?
Even in the off season, I don't know about that.
yeah. Well, it's got to be before a certain. Well, they already signed the guy now, so yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like
They
have a
signed
farm
the,
system.
No, but it's actually
It has to be part of their 50.
of the
Part of their 50.
pity. That would explain why they signed
And
it
here's
so
the
quickly
problem
today.
because as it stands right now, Bobrovsky UFA, Kincaid UFA, Corpusalo RFA with arbitration. So essentially, they had no goaltender signed for next year until Merzlikins got his deal.
I mean, it's a bold strategy, but I mean, we
Right.
can see if it works.
JF Berube, he's not part of their 50, but he's a UFA. Mattis Kiv. Now they're just making up names. This is like when you go and EA create a player, or you go for a franchise, and then they just start drafting guys after all the other guys leave.
When you're 5 or 6 years into a franchise, and they just start combining names.
It's like,
or making
okay,
trades.
these letters don't go together in a last name. Come on.
Evgeny
fooling?
Ovechkin, get out of here.
So to that point, Lyle, of the Maple Leafs not needing anything and they're having cap trouble, Brendan Shanahan proudly said, "We're going to have cap problems so long as we're a contender." That's not a great battle plan now, is it?
No, that's not. And again,
6
it
more
goes back
years.
to
6 more years. 6 more years.
Oh, listen, there was no problem. I had no problem, nor was I surprised that they re-signed Shanahan. But it's just the Shanahan plan got derailed last year when they went for the big shiny thing. We talked about this before when they went for the big shiny thing in Tavares. And again, for people who think I'm hating on Tavares, I'm not hating on Tavares. Hell, they came to him, offered him big money to come home, and he held up his part of the bargain. Not only did he come back, but hell, he played great this year for them.
He did put up numbers.
But again, it's gonna be, in order to keep Mitch Marner, they're gonna have to subtract. They're gonna be a weaker team. I really don't see how Kyle Dubas is going to get around it. Not unless, he's super confident in the kids like Liljegren and Sandin coming up from for maybe the farm team to play on their defense next year. Maybe they could jump in and play like experienced top 4 defensemen. I don't know. I don't think so. But hey, maybe. Of course, that's going to be hard to do when you got Travis Dermott's going to miss the first 2 months of the season.
He's out 6 months, so he's probably out. So
Yeah,
he's
until November.
He's Wyclef in this.
Yeah, so he's out until at least November.
Until November.
Yeah, so again, how the hell are you going to do this? Sure, you're going to have cap issues, but this was a cap issue that was avoidable. All of this was avoidable if they'd ignored the shiny thing in Tavares, re-signed Nylander last summer rather than let that whole nonsense drag out ridiculously into the season, which affected his play and also, affected the roster, I think. And you would have had enough money to be able to sign Marner and be able to at least go out and try and shore up your D. Maybe not necessarily go out and get yourself a top pairing guy right away, but at least somebody. But now, if Dubas can pull, like I said last week, if Dubas can pull this off and it actually makes the Leafs stronger, then give that man GM of the year, because man, that's going to be one hell of a juggling act.
Yeah, It
Well,
is.
how many forwards sit down and calculate how much money they're going to be spending on just on their top 4 forwards
The
alone.
top 4 forwards alone
Tavares
is 11.
Tavares,
Matthews is 11.6, right?
yeah. So there's 22.6 right there.
22.6. All right. If I'm doing the math there, who's after that? Now we're not including Marner, right?
Nylander, round him up to 7 because it's
7,
6.996.
And then Marlowe is
Repeating, of
6.2.
course.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so what are you up to now?
I don't know. I got lost track. So 7. So 29 plus 6 is 35 million.
Around 35 mil so far, and now you're going to have to sign. And let's be charitable, and actually say that Marner agrees to 9 mil a season. He won't, of course, but let's just say he did. Let's say he did. So how much is that now? 9 million on top of the 35.
That's
44 million tied up in 5 forwards. That's over half of your cap space for next season, assuming it reaches 83 mil, the cap ceiling. That's over half of your tied up in 5 forwards.
That's insane. Even when Pittsburgh had, in their heyday, when they had an insane amount of top tier players, they didn't even scratch even close to half of their cap space with Malkin, Crosby, Fleury, and I mean, I'm trying to think of 2 other people that would have been paid that much. Maybe Letang, but
you're mentioning, and you're mentioning guys across the board, not just forwards.
Yeah. See, that's the problem. It'd be one thing if you had 44 million tied up in 5 players. Let's say your top 3. Let's say 2 forward, or your top 3 forwards, your top defenseman, and your top goaltender. Well, at least that spread the money around. You've at least got several key positions filled. The Leafs have shot the wad here already on 5 forward positions. Their defense is their biggest weakness. How the hell are they going to address it?
Dion Phaneuf.
It's like a Pavlovian response.
Yeah. So,
by the way, before we move on, rest in peace, Manchester Monarchs. They have love, peace, and hair greased out of their 18 seasons. The drop down from the AHL to the ECHL did them in. So there we go. Minor league team
that gets demoted wind up not.
I know.
Yeah, that's why promotion and relegation won't work in the NHL.
Yeah,
I mean, they make way less money when they get demoted.
Yeah,
while the players tend to leave, fans get
the parachute payments aren't enough.
Yeah, no,
there's no TV deals down there.
No. Well, there's ECHL TV, basically the scoreboard feed, which you could pay $300 a year. Yeah, you could pay $300 a year to watch a scoreboard feed. Good job, ECHL. Way to fucking go on that. Lyle, why are the Ottawa Senators looking at 2 old head coaches? Did they look to Montreal and say, no, this is working for them?
I think it's because they can't get anybody else.
No,
it's kind of getting to that point, don't you think? Don't you think? Especially since Elliot Friedman, I believe it was Elliot Friedman that reported over the weekend that they're basically it's been a hard off season for Eugene Melnyk, because I guess people are not taking his calls. People he's interested in signing. Can't understand why. Why would I mean? Come on, it's a lovely tire fire you've got happening there in Ottawa. Who wouldn't want to come to that? Jeez. With the 21st century's version of Harold Ballard as your owner. What? Yeah, looking over your shoulder. What? Yeah, dreaming up crazy ass ideas to really screw your team over. Yeah, who wouldn't want to come to join that? Good God.
It's weird. It's weird you're saying these things.
Yeah, I know, right? Yes.
Whatever you do, don't take an Uber from the airport to your job interview. And don't talk trash about your boss.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was the
other supervisors of that area, because it's the power play not so great.
And whatever you do, don't let your wives and girlfriends mingle.
Yeah. No, we knew that from the whole Shane Corson, Darcy Tucker thing from back in the
That's been
day.
a
Remember
long
that
time
one?
coming.
Remember that crazy thing that happened,
Also,
kids?
Are we
also,
still
don't
talking
bring your
about John
family
Terry?
around. Don't bring your family around either. We learned that from New Jersey.
Yeah. And don't spit in the wind or tug on Superman's cape.
Mhm.
Are we still talking the
Or
same
pee on
thing?
an electric fence.
Yeah.
I have no
Oh,
idea. I
it's
think we've
on
lost
the-
it.
electric fence.
Bum, 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 bum.
Well, we are kind of getting into off-season mode there, Johnny. So
Yeah, there's only 4 teams. Well, really, what? 3 teams.
Well, there's
playing
only
it.
3 teams playing now. Yeah. Sorry, Carolina.
oh,
Oh, is that the
Oh.
sound of midnight I hear about to strike for those Cinderella
it's about
Hurricanes?
7:30 in the Central Time.
Yeah. Okay. To your point. Yeah.
You win this round, Scott.
Yes.
Well,
But
shit.
soon.
God, I can't stand that I have to deal with my in-laws from Boston. They're like, "Oh my god, we won another championship. I don't even watch hockey. This is gonna be awesome."
Mark, you could have stopped it. I can't believe I had to deal with my
I
in-laws.
want to see San Jose and Boston so that the Sharks win the Stanley Cup and jump in Boston, so Jumbo Joe
Well,
gets to raise the cup in the city where it's
Lyle,
supposed to be.
we've had this discussion before.
Yeah.
Before
Do you
the
want me
show,
to read AJ's?
please.
AJ's. So AJ said that he said not only will it be Thornton that scores off of his beard in Game 7 overtime, but it will also be his 4th goal of the game.
Off his
Dick-
own beard.
Dick's out for Harambe, obviously,
Mhm,
on that
mhm.
one.
Shoring up his D.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, making sure it's unlike the Maple Leafs, making sure his D's right. So Lyle, if you're the Ottawa Senators,
Mm.
you'd be just a disgrace.
Yes.
But
I'd be a hobo. Yes. Next. Okay.
what do you do? What do you do for a Klondike bar to get a coach out there? Like honestly, it seems like the worst.
Sell the team.
sell the team. Yes,
Oh,
and sell the team in this equation.
I can't because Eugene Nemelnik is my owner.
Eugene Nemelnik.
It'd be like, listen, wow, you're making it sound so good, but your boss, dude.
Can he be impeached?
Hey,
Well, see,
if Donald
at-
Trump can't be, neither can Eugene Melnick. There you go.
All right,
At what
then.
point do you
That's out.
take the job and then just do what you want to do anyway?
In
right?
living color.
You're gonna get paid. You're gonna get paid for the amount of time that you work there. You know, you're probably signed a contract that if they fire you, you still get paid anyway. So why don't you try to do what you want to do?
I want to know what you think it would probably take. It would be you got to give him the best contract in hockey, and you give him say in player movement decisions. Basically, you have to see part of, it would be he consults and has a say in all of the management decisions, and that's not going to fly. That's what it would take. If you want to get a good coach in there. But hey, who knows, right? Mark Crawford's keen to take the job. He works with them. He's an assistant coach. He's keen to take it. They haven't ruled him out.
No, that's good.
Rick Bowness might not be too bad though. He's done all right for himself as an assistant coach, and he has that coaching experience with bad teams. So
Are there no former Ottawa Senators that feel a
They're not going back
responsibility
over.
to step up for the team?
They do not.
That died when they trade Alfredson, or they didn't re-sign Alfredson.
Well, that's the thing. Everybody looked at how Alfred got screwed over not once but twice, and just said no.
Where's Wade Redden when you need him?
I think he's still collecting a paycheck from
man.
the Rangers. Honestly,
He's still enjoying retirement.
What about that guy? That defenseman. He blocked shots.
Yeah.
That guy. I bet he'd be a good coach.
Yeah.
Actually, no word of a lie. Anton Volchenkov announced his retirement from his playing career this week.
Just this week?
I was going to say
he's been retired for the last
39.
5 or 6 years.
No,
He went to the KHL.
His
Yeah,
career's been declining, but he's been blocking retirement for a while.
Johnny P.
Yeah.
Thank
Good
you.
stuff. Yeah, bring back Volchenkov. He'll be a good coach.
Did but there's a report I read, but yeah, I mean, obviously he's since 2016. He's been playing in the KHL.
Okay.
Yeah.
It must be hard to block shots on that international ice.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He's not 39. He's 37. My mistake.
God, are you kidding me? He's only like a year and a half older than me. It feels like that dude has been around forever.
We got into the league at a young age, and well,
No,
here we are.
just back when just back when the Senators were really good. I find it very
Right, yeah,
interesting.
years ago.
Well, I find it very interesting that you look back when were the Senators at their best managed, when they had shoestring budgets because they had ownership that couldn't afford, so they had no choice but to draft well and trade well, So that's why you got guys, you were able to get to swap for, and you also had the occasional idiot among several teams that you could steal for,
Mike Milbury, Danny Heatley,
Yashin for Chera, and
Danny
the first
Heatley.
overall pick, or the first pick that became
Well, yeah,
Danny
Heatley.
Heatley.
And
Well,
I mean,
that one though was afterward. That was
salary cap era. But I mean,
no, that was after he got in the accident in Atlanta and nobody wanted to take him.
No, but that was also after
the salary cap was in.
That was after Melnick took over the team.
Okay.
Melnick took over the team, I believe, was 2013, 14, I believe. Or
Really, that late?
Wow, no, 2003, I think it was. Sorry,
I was gonna say, my God.
2003, 2004, and around there. That's when Melnick took over the team. But before then, they had laid down the basis for just. They got great players all the time. You look at the players that they pulled just drafted that came out of that era, and it was because they were well managed back then. Now, subsequently, Brian Murray did okay for a while after he took over. To be fair, but still, the bulk of their best talent that made them a dominant team in the last decade, that came about from back in the days when they were on shoestring budgets.
Also, to be fair, though. They got gifted Jason Spezza and Zdeno Chara.
Well, that's because I said that it also helped that you had the occasional idiot running a team that you could take advantage of.
And I mean, you also were terrible, so you were able to build up a farm system. You were able to build up prospects because you picked early.
They were only terrible in their first 4 seasons of existence, and then after
at
that,
that point, they got all the assets they needed moving forward for their core.
Well, I mean, here's the guy. I mean, just very quickly. I mean, Daniel Alfredson. I mean, he came out of the 6th round in '94.
Mm-hmm.
They had Brian Berard. They took in the 1st round, but then they traded him for Chris Phillips, I believe.
Mm-hmm. For the rights to Chris Phillips. Yeah.
For the rights to Chris Phillips that they drafted the following year, 1st overall. Sammy Salo, they got in the 9th round back when there were 9 rounds in the '96 draft. Sammy Salo, what a catch he was. Marian Hossa in 1997. That's in '97 was the first year they made the playoffs, if memory serves. Plus Magnus Arvidsson as well.
Oh, Magnus Arvidsson, the world's strongest man.
Mike Fisher in '98. Chris Neal in '98. Mm-hmm. Marty Havlat and Chris Kelly in '99. Volchenkov, hey, your buddy went. He went first round, 21st overall.
Did Volchenkov? He re-entered that draft.
I believe
because he was a Capitals pick.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if he would have played for the Capitals?
Antoine Vermette was also picked there as well. That's a 2nd overall.
Mark would have had a Volchenkov jersey if he played for the Caps
easily.
Spezza in 2001. Brooks Lake, by the way, in 2001 as well.
Yeah, he came over in the Bondra trade.
Yeah. Ray Emery, they selected in 2001. Rest in peace. And then 2003, Patrick Eaves. Mm-hmm. And way down to the bottom again, 9th round, Brian Elliott, 291st overall, and Andre Medvedev in 04. So they basically during that time period, that's where they gave pretty much the foundation of their best.
And like you said too, trades like getting Patrick Lalime as a free agent.
Yeah.
And being able to get that. Damian Rhodes was also a small trade that kind of paid off for him in the early parts of their playoff runs.
The Heatley for Hossa trade worked out well.
Yeah. By the way, Volchenkov, Mark, I think is only 7 months older than you.
Wow.
So actually, no, I'm a liar because I can't do math. Hold on. Carry the 5.
June, if you remember.
Yeah, no. You're June 27th.
Damn it.
I
don't expect you to remember that.
Well, it's you, and then K-Man's is on the 30th. I know it's because it's the last day of the fiscal year.
Fiscal year, because ours ends in October.
I don't know. Hockey's fiscal year.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's right.
He was born in February 1982, so that's what 15 months.
Damn it! Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I said a year and a half. That's almost.
you're right.
That's
Yeah.
less than a year and a half.
I don't know how to
God,
math.
That is insane.
That's fine, Mark.
Look-
Gigi Buffon. I'm 6 months younger than Gigi Buffon.
I know.
So,
It's always tough when you get to that age when all of the best players in the sport that you love are younger than you. Like you have a dream when you're playing in adult league. No, I get it, Lyle. I get it now. When you're playing adult league hockey, you have a dream that you're like, if I just get better, like I could probably do this, right?
Like, but that's when you start. That's when you start. You're like 20, and you're just like, I got nowhere else to play. You know, I don't want to play college club. I'll just play
Right.
men's league, and I'll get noticed. I'm sure.
Like I'll get better playing against these guys for sure.
I'll go for that ECHL tryout, or I'll go for
No,
that
no.
SPHL tryout. It'd be great.
No, I'll wait for that emergency goalie.
Oh, there
action,
it is.
right?
That's the
There it is.
magic.
That's the jam.
Who is that kid? Who? Patanzo? Sign him up. He's fantastic.
and that's how he starts playing for the
right, let's-
Italian national team.
I had a plan, Lyle. I had a plan.
He did.
There you go.
Had a plan. He was gearing up for 2006, Lyle, and
the
then
current Olympics.
yeah.
And then out went the knee, and
Yep.
damn.
This is a behind the scenes look at Mark's career
Yeah, exactly.
behind the pond.
Good. I like that.
That sounds vaguely naughty.
It's no Sean Leahy for a Dayhe, but
Hey.
I think it's
They do. You gotta do. That's what you gotta do, man. Just grab your cell phone there and just like follow Leahy around for a day and just take isolated
Just tried
shots.
that once. He got mad at me.
Yeah,
Here's
it'll be
the
like
thing.
it'll be like 8 hours of Sean Leahy turning around and being like, "What are you doing? Stop following me."
how'd you get to my house?
Mark, what are you doing? I haven't seen you in years.
Can I take a
Why
shit?
are you here?
This is where we get to the real work, Mark. That's the problem. Is they can't film Sean Leahy doing the real work because it's when he's on the shitter.
When he's rage tweeting? I don't even know. That's not even true. He doesn't. I don't think Sean Leahy has rage in his body. Sean Leahy's
He does against Mark.
It's true. He does hate me.
That's what you get for impersonating Johnny.
Listen, the Patanzo power ranking goes as this: it's John, Hudson, Mama Patanzo,
Giuseppe.
Giuseppe, Papa Patanzo.
My mom's definitely higher on the list than Mark.
Yeah, exactly. No,
Sean
obviously.
Leahy's list.
Sean
My
Leahy,
mom
yeah.
is definitely
Yeah.
higher on the list than Mark.
Another Mark Patanzo on Facebook who he thought he knew. Brittany, then Mark.
Mhm. This is accurate.
I've only ever interacted with Mama Patanzo once, and that was in the show 2 weeks ago. And she
Yeah.
is a
Right.
so
Yeah. She's a firecracker.
she's
Yeah, no.
delightful.
I
Isn't like
actually had to tell I had to tell Sean Leahy that I didn't think I was going to make it to Vancouver, and then I was like, it's just a very long trip for me to be like by myself for the weekend. And he goes, "Well, bring Hudson."
I think we might be able to work something out for that.
Mark's like, here's his passport.
I'm detecting here. Yeah. Second honeymoon staycation.
Oh, there you go. Staycation, more like a gay Kate. Wait,
Well,
wait a
Anything
minute.
wrong with that? Of course.
No, God bless.
Very happy when you're on a vacation. Yes.
God
that's what
bless. Yes.
you said, didn't you? Didn't you? Okay.
Well, what else do I got to talk about? You like the playoffs? Playoffs are a thing that's happening.
I like the Blues Shark series. That one is out of the conference finals. That's the most entertaining one because this other one in the East is just way too lopsided.
So it's over.
Oh, it's over. It's over.
I'll go in 5-star. Lock them up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Lock them
I
up,
mean, hey,
kids.
sorry, Hurricane. Listen, Hurricanes, you had a good run. Something to build on going forward. You know, if for nothing else, it helped bring the fans back again, and that's great. Now build on that. You know, you've made progress, but you're not there. And that, that's the thing to me watching that conference final is you could see the experience of the Bruins and the depth of the Bruins just coming to the fore. Just in not just in talent, but just in little ways. You know, like Marchand basically doing his rat thing and being able to fluster everybody, especially Justin Williams, who should know better. Johnny, you made a great point last night. You were saying that you tweeted that was the wrong time for the Capitals version of Justin Williams to come out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, he should know better. He's the captain. He should know better. And he takes 3 minor penalties in the first period. That's not good on ice leadership.
And it is actually really funny. So they talk about like Mr. Game 7 and Justin Williams being like the captain and this, that, and the other thing. And they never, whenever they bring that up, at no point do they ever mention that he played for the Capitals.
I know, 2
True.
seasons.
It's always other teams that they're like, oh yeah, he's great for the Kings. I mean, he was great when the Kings went to the Cup last time.
Yeah.
At no point do they mention he played for the Capitals at all.
Mm.
And I was like, yeah, this is a bad time for the Capitals version of
Yeah.
Justin Williams to show up.
And it's not that he did that badly, other than just not really clutch. But
Yeah.
anyway.
Wow, if we have nothing else.
Oh, hey, let's do this, man.
I was thinking about watching Mallrats the other day. I
Oh,
didn't
that's
because I'm lazy.
That's acceptable.
But one of the big things is that very rarely do the Whale beat the Canucks. That's where we're going today when the Hartford Whalers defeated the Vancouver Canucks. February 7th, 1996.
Wow.
We go back to the 1995-96 season.
The swerve, is it?
Well, there's no swerve.
Okay.
There's a theme.
Oh.
It's a theme.
The theme. And the theme being?
A swervy theme. I'm not going to tell you the theme. You guess the theme.
Oh, okay.
Guess the theme as it comes out. 18, and 3 goalies. 1995-96.
Who are we talking about here?
Whalers, Canucks.
Oh, okay.
18 skaters aside. 3 goalies on the board. Johnny P, we'll start with you.
1996.
Yep.
Jesus. Canucks and Whalers?
Yes, sir.
Mike Liute.
No, sorry. Way
Darn.
too late for that one.
Oh, he's one of the very few Whalers I know.
Fair enough. Lyle.
Pavel Bure.
Sorry.
This is gonna be awesome.
Because he was injured with his knee injury. That was the time he switched to number 96, and then he was gone for the season because he wrecked his fucking knee.
What's this again?
1996.
AJ. Darn it. That's the one that came into my head.
1996.
I'll give AJ credit.
Mark.
Kirk Mueller.
Kirk Muller?
Yes. No, Mueller.
Mueller?
He plays for Bayern Munich.
Well, either way, he's not on there.
Oh.
So no, sir.
Mueller.
Andrew or AJ and I are going to take half points on
Okay.
on Andrew Castles if he's there.
Board.
Nice.
I thought he might have been on the Caps.
Because Andrew Castles was the person I thought of, and then AJ typed it and it came up on my screen.
And Lyle, here's for the Bure. In a November 9th, 1995 game against the Blackhawks, Bure was grabbed around the head by Steve Smith while approaching the end boys. Falling to the ice, his skate caught the boards, tearing its ACL.
That was believe it or not, that would have been the beginning of the end, really, for his
Pretty
career.
much. And hey, Steve Smith ruining another no, that was I'm sorry. It was Ryan
Oh, no.
Suter. Ryan Suter was the guy. Steve Smith put it in his own net.
If he's gonna do damage, he does damage to himself.
That's true.
He did ruin 2 careers. It was just one of them was his.
Yes, it's true. All right, to Lyle.
Okay. Thinking Canucks again. Trevor Linden.
Board.
Woo.
Good one. I like it. Doesn't have to be fancy, just has to be on there.
Be on it.
Jeff Sanderson.
Ooh.
That's a good one. Nice. Great work.
Nice one. There you go.
Yeah.
Now you guys are in the Whalers' wheelhouse here.
Yeah.
Whalers Wheelhouse. That was the greatest bar in Hartford in the 90s. Johnny.
Marcus Naslund.
Ooh.
No, sir.
Darn.
Too early for that. Because
Yeah.
Alec, because there's a guy on there who's still on the team that he was traded for, and Lyle's going to get it now because I gave that away.
Don't be so sure. Sticking with Canucks, Kirk McLean.
Ah, that's the one I was thinking of.
Sorry.
Oh,
Not
wait.
on the
what
board.
about
Time
John
out.
McClane?
Who is Kirk Muller then?
Kurt Muller is a center.
He was a center.
But
He
Played
was
for
not
the
a
Devils.
player.
Devils,
He was
Jets.
never on either of these teams, was he?
I do not believe so.
Okay, I was thinking of Kirk McLean. God damn
Okay.
it!
Well, guess what? Good thing you
Better than
didn't let
Don
Lyle take
McLean.
that bullet. To Mark.
Ooh, really? 96. 96. Ed Jovanovski. No, that's dumb.
Too early. He was playing, but just for the Panthers.
Yeah.
Oh.
To Gianni.
What about so AJ is going to go with Alexander McGillney.
Board.
Nice.
What about Chris Pronger?
Ooh. Hartford.
No, sir. Good,
Oh.
good guess. I think he was with the Blues by this point.
Oh man.
That was a good guess. Yeah. Jeff Courtnall.
God, 2G.
No, sir. Not on the board.
Mm.
Ooh. Okay.
I think I might have given it away with my reaction, though. Mark.
Carry on.
Ron Francis.
No,
Still on the
sir.
Penguins.
Yeah. You're picking right around the area they just left or just came in. You're getting closer. Johnny.
Remember any freaking
Rod Brendamore?
Sorry, no.
AJ
Philly then? Yeah.
AJ has Brendan Shanahan.
Board.
Oh,
Which team?
that's
Hartford.
right.
Really?
Wound up part of the trade that sent Pronger to the Blues. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Uh,
AJ's so good at this.
oh,
This was
Johnny-
before he was born. No, I'm just
it's
kidding.
Johnny's turn.
Johnny picked already, I believe.
No, I picked.
Okay, I'm going to go with the other Courtnall, Russ.
There it is, board.
Yeah.
Russ Courtnall.
It's like the Samuelsons.
Yeah, right.
Sutters. Yeah.
Mark.
Oh, God.
Well, with the Southers, you have a 1 in 6 chance. There's greater odds on that one.
Exactly. I can't think of any friggin' Whalers, though. I'm trying to get away from Canucks because I'm starting to run out of names here. I can't think of any Whalers.
Archer Zerbe.
No, sir.
Ah,
I was going to say that was.
Good guess.
Oh, man.
Am I up?
Yes, you are.
Oh. What about Peter Sidorkovich?
Sorry. Sorry. What about him?
No, I mean, where is he now?
Oh,
That's what-
96
Yeah.
Canucks.
Is he selling used cars in Moscow, Idaho?
He's taking over the Alexander Semin dealership.
oh boy, where is he? He was coaching in the OHL for a time.
Sidorkowitz?
Yeah. He's
Good
the
on-
assistant. He's the assistant coach of the Norfolk Admirals
Oh,
Here.
look at that.
in the ECHL.
He's near us.
Yeah. Oh, good. He's still around.
He was the assistant coach of the Erie Otters from '99 to 2000. Or he became a head coach in 2006-07. Wow, amazing. To Lyle, I do believe.
Okay, I'm going to stick with Canucks. Cliff Ronning.
Biggity board.
Because I'm starting to run out of names.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Mark.
Wow.
Remember, this is a year before the Hartford Whalers moved to Carolina.
Mm.
Yeah, that's where I was trying to aim at
Yeah.
with Ron Francis.
Still have
Yeah.
no idea.
Great hint, Scott. It helps us not at all.
That's how I got Jeff Sanderson. All right, you know what? Lubomir Visnovsky.
Close, but no.
That's fine because I was. AJ's going with Glenn Wesley,
Board.
and I was going to say Anton Volchenkov.
No, sir. Close. You're just this far off. Lyle.
Yarke Lume.
Board. 3 assists on the night for Yerky Lumi.
I have a feeling, Scotty. I know why you said that I was close.
Mhm.
Am I up? Because I think
Yeah,
I'm
you
up.
are. You are.
All right. Oleg Tverdovsky.
No, not a reason why you didn't play for either of these teams.
What about Lubomir Orol?
I was thinking maybe it was a Lubomir and Oleg thing.
No, not at all. But I think I just said close because it's a good drop. Johnny.
Wow. What about Yannick Perot?
No, sir.
Wrong tie-in, but it sounds like you're on. Like the knife just came through on.
Yeah,
on
Carmen Sandiego
Carmen
is throwing
Sandiego,
knives at
right?
us right
There's
now.
a flower pot that just drops from the top of the screen.
Lyle.
Alexei Shitnik.
Zhitnik? No, sir. The favorites are all gone. No one's picked the goalie. Mark, your
Dan
pick.
Cloutier.
No.
I thought I had it.
EJ is going to go with Kevin Dineen.
Board.
And I'll try Sammy Salo.
No, sir. Way too early on this one.
This
Love
is
it.
so bad.
It's not. There's so many show tie-ins here, not only from this show, but in life. The life of the
facts of
show.
life?
The facts of life. You take the good, you take the bad. Take both. There you have. Haha, fuck you.
That's the
Lyle.
next team.
I got nothing, guys. I can't remember
Wow,
any.
Tappy.
I can't remember. I don't know any Whalers. All out of Canucks from that time period.
Wow.
I'm racking my brains. I got
All
nothing.
right, then. Last call.
What? Last call.
We're last
Guys,
call.
I'll just. I can't think of it.
All right, you'll observe. All right, Mark and Johnny for the best Patanzo in Sean Leahy's eyes.
I think. Yeah. God, I gotta think of any goalie. What goalies played for them? I got nothing. Hartford Whaler goalie. I don't know. Steve Mason. That's not right. That's
No,
not
sir. No. If we go without one goalie being taken.
This is the
AJ is
first-
going with Brett Hedican.
No, sir.
And I've been racking my brain. I've been trying to figure out who this goalie could be.
3 of them.
And I don't. No. Around. No, I don't think that's it. Crap. I thought of somebody and then I lost it.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor Kidd.
Oh, no, sir. No, sir. Mark.
That's
No,
how bad these
I'm
teams
done.
were.
I'm done. Well, I want to hear.
Johnny-
Now I would just want to know what the ending is.
What about Don Beaupre?
No, sir. Close. No, not really. All right. So for the Hartford Whalers,
Okay.
Jeff Brown,
Hmm.
Adam Burt, Castles was mentioned, Kelly Chase, Scott Daniels, Gerald Diddick, Kevin Dineen, Nelson Emerson, Glenn
Wait a minute.
Featherstone.
You mentioned Kevin Dineen earlier.
Kevin Dineen has been mentioned, yes.
Kevin Dineen wasn't mentioned.
Mark Janssens, Robert Cron, Brad McCrimmon,
Crown
Andre
Legacy was a good movie.
Andre Nicolishin,
Oh.
the O-Dog, Jeff O'Neill,
Oh, yeah, there it was.
Paul Ranheim, Jeff Sanderson, Shanahan Wesley. In goal, he started the game but didn't finish, Sean Burke. The winner of this game, it was his first NHL win, and it tied into what we spoke about earlier. That's right, you guessed it. Jason Muzzatti.
Oh,
That's the
so
tie-in,
good.
an Italian national goaltender.
That was good. I thought it was going to be Justin Williams.
There's another tie-in with the other goaltender. So just you wait here 2 seconds. Vancouver, Adrian Aucoin.
Wow.
Dave Babbage,
Wow.
Courtnall, Jim Dowd, Martin Jelena.
Jim Dowd. Like
Yes.
that is literally what's his nuts' dad. The Dowd that plays for the Caps right now.
Nick?
Right? Nick
No,
Dowd.
no, Jim
yeah.
Dowd played for the Devils for years.
No, I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay. You know what? You know more than I do.
Yeah. I've been doing research.
Tim Hunter.
It's Dale Hunter's brother.
Yes, that is correct. Nice, good research.
That was the Hunter that didn't see Lyle's
Yeah.
movie.
Lyndon Lumet, Dean Malcock.
That's a little close.
That's
He probably
Spanish
should
for the
have sued
herpes.
somebody for that.
Spanish for herpes. Malcock. Mal means bad in Spanish, everybody. Mogilny, Dana Murzin, Gino Ojek, Leaf Rolhin.
Yeah.
Rotting Jim Sandlack.
What?
The man, he lacks sand, much like most ice rinks. Johnny thought.
Yeah, not the second ring at Piney Orchard.
All sand.
All sand. It's not even ice.
Hashtag all sand. The guy who was traded for Marcus Naslin, Alex Stoljanov.
Really? We were supposed to guess that.
Did he play? He played for the Baltimore Blast in the 80s. I
He
believe.
did. I think he turned it into a great career of indoor soccer afterwards. He said, "Fuck Pittsburgh, I'm going to play soccer." This year he wore number 97, Esa Tikkanen.
That's a Tikkanen.
Former Washington Capitol and Carolina Hurricane Scott Walker. And a net, former Washington Capitol, and a man who had an effect on me.
Don't do it.
Corey Hirsch.
There's the tie-in.
There's another tie-in. We talked about tie-ins earlier.
I didn't know that. Wow.
And Brendan Shanahan was on there. We talked about him earlier. There was a lineup of tie-ins. I still curse Esa Tikkanen to this day. You know, it's a lot of tie-ins.
See, that was a good one because it is in the wheelhouse of our knowledge of hockey history.
But two
it's
garbage teams.
Two terrible teams.
Just, at this time, so it was February 7th, the Whalers were 21, 25, and 6, and the Canucks were 19, 21, and 13. Just mediocre enough. Much like my love life.
I almost guessed Mark Howe.
You should have guessed Mark Howe. You probably would have been closer to some of these guys. He could have been a healthy scratch. Who's to say? But Jason Muzzatti. That was really the tie-in. That was his first NHL
That
win.
was when he was Canadian.
Yeah, it was exactly before he got the Italiano. Oh boy. Well, it's been fun. It's been real. That was good. I enjoyed that one.
That was interesting. I must say that one was interesting.
Next week, Johnny's going to present to us Italian national or pasta dish.
Haha. Hey, what you doing? Hey,
it's going to be haha. Forget about it.
So just while Lyle's still on here, we as Italians are the one to do. We went to Little Italy a couple of weeks ago for some food, and Brittany pulls up, opens the menu, and she's like, "Yeah, that's weird. They don't have any salads or anything here." And we're like, all right, well, get a pasta dish. It says it comes with a salad. So they're like, so she goes, do you guys have any salads? And they're like, yeah, everything comes with salad. So we're like, okay. We order, literally bowls of salad come out for each of us. Dad took 2 home.
Oh my
we were like, yeah, no wonder. What were they going to give you, a side salad with your salad?
No.
It was amazing. I was like, do you expect another 6 people to show up? What do we have? How much food are we supposed to eat?
They just give you the whole salad bowl and the tongs to put it in your mouth.
It's insane. It was a lot of salad. That's what I'm trying to say.
What I'm trying to say is a lot of salad going on.
In an Italian restaurant, I don't have to worry about asking if it comes with salad because everything comes with salad.
Everything is salad. Everything comes with the salad.
Yeah.
Excellent. I like salad.
You better.
All
right.
Well, Lyle's been real fun.
Very good.
Real fun. Thank you, buddy.
Hey, always a pleasure, guys.
Hey, don't be too loud.
No, Always a pleasure, guys. Good
I
night.
literally just got that text 2 minutes ago. I'm not kidding.
My phone's over there, so I can't see it.
And no one gives a shit about me here.
That's
So
right. He's like, I live alone.
Why am I whispering? The voices in my head. I don't
yeah, I
want to
can
disturb
be
them.
loud. No one cares. Like people could probably hear me through the walls and they don't care. So
Anyway, maybe next week we'll play pick 'em with inanimate objects again because we may be in a couple.
Oh, I think we're at that point.
Anyway,
Right. Bye,
All right.
Lyle.
week. Talk to you next week.
See ya. There he goes.
yeah,
Lyle Richardson, SpectresHockey.net, at Spectres Hockey on Twitter. He's also on the Hockey News, My NHL Trade Rumors, all host of things. So follow him on Twitter to get all of his happenings. Johnny, shout outs.
I'll give a shout out to a Dahy with Leahy. I think that's what it was called.
If that's not his
Leahy for a
podcast,
day.
Leahy for a Dahy, and that should be his podcast, and it should be on the Face Off Hockey Show Media Faction.
Yeah, I'll produce it. I mean, I'm the producer to the stars.
Mhm.
So, and that my friend is what Shaw Leahy is. A star.
A bright,
What?
a bright white star.
Yes. Yeah. Like the sun.
I mean, there's different levels of stars, and white I think is the best.
Yeah, it's the brightest.
Wow, that's nuts.
No, I mean, we're talking about celestial bodies here. Where there's black holes, but there's white stars.
I mean, they're very bright. They shine brightly and are very hot.
There's also massive red things. What are they? I gotta look this up.
Mars?
Yeah, no,
Yes.
the different levels of stars.
There's different levels of. Okay, look that up.
I'm looking it up.
All right, you're that guy. What else? Gonna give. I mean, I'm just looking around my house at this point. I don't know how much. Give a shout out to Aston Villa. They made it to the championship final. So they'll be playing next week while I'm in England. Yeah, that's pretty much what I got. Give a shout out to AJ. He got more people right than Mark and I combined.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and a shout out to Corey Hirsch. He's doing great things on the Twitter.
Corey's an agent now, right? So yeah.
Is he?
No, he's giving talks to kids about mental issues.
Oh, okay.
Oh
Cool.
no. Mike Leud's the agent.
Yes.
That was Whalerist.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. Can't win.
No, you really can't. All right. Mark, level of stars. What did you find out?
Right, so the different types of stars from what I've found, main sequence of a star goes from red giant. Well, you start with a protostar. That's like a baby star. That's like it's like a tadpole star.
Okay.
Right.
Sure.
Red giant star. I feel like that's the best. Right. Red giant star. And then you go to a white dwarf star. And then a red dwarf star. That's when it's about to die. Oh no. Neutron stars, Johnny Neutron, supergiants, and then eventually they turn into black holes. Yeah. So there's red giants, there's white dwarves. It's like Game of Thrones. See,
I've never seen that show.
You guys don't get. God damn it! I wish you guys would have been watching Game of Thrones.
No, I can't deal with dragons.
What? That's your hang up. Dragon.
Yeah, dragons, and then it's like in like the medieval times. Like I can't.
It's just not real. I mean, they've got coffee cups everywhere.
It's true, John. Everything you know about Game of Thrones you learned on Twitter.
True story, actually. And I know that everyone's pissed off right now. And there's a petition that 18,000 people signed because they're angry that season 8 is a shit show.
So this is what's funny. This is going to be my shout out, and then Scott, I'll turn it over to you.
That's fine.
There's books that still need to be written. This is like the first time in modern history that there's an adaptation of books where the TV show finished the story before the books finished the story. So the TV show is going to finish the story, their way, and then the books are going to finish the story their way, his way, the author's way. But people are pissed off because it's like when you get pissed off on somebody else's behalf. Like, Scotty, if I were out to a bar and you and I were out to a bar and a bartender like kept ignoring you but kept serving somebody else, but you didn't really care, right? You're like, yeah, eventually I'll get my drink. It's not a big deal.
Right.
But I need to stand up to that other group of people and the bartender and be like, what the fuck? Like, why aren't you serving my friend? What the fuck? And you're sitting there really awkward, like, dude, you just need to chill out. I don't really care. I'll get my drink eventually. But I keep being an asshole about it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how all these people on Twitter are about Game of Thrones. They're like, dude, just chill out, man. This is, if you care that much about it, just wait for the books. Eventually it'll happen the way that you want it to.
So when does a dragon come to the bar?
Anytime you want. I mean, I got his numbers, so if some shit happens,
And I'm talking Ricky Steamboat.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Ultimate Dragon.
Oh, Ultimate Dragon would be
Luchador.
good too. Yeah, no, that would be good too. That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's my shout out.
It's a good shout out. Shout out to Giant Pokemon Pops. Mark hasn't seen this one yet.
Oh god.
So I got this. I went to Target because Katie's big Pokemon fan.
Okay.
So I got this for her. I finally found the Pikachu exclusive. Exclusive. Look at that. I also bought her this, Mark. I have to go to the floor. I bought her this. And this is kind of a life-size Bulbasaur.
Yeah, it's Bulbasaur.
Yeah, it's literally this big.
Mhm.
I've
So
never seen one this big before.
Well,
Ladies.
I get that a lot.
Hopefully from just breeding.
And
if not, this could be part of a case later on in life. Your Honor.
Never mind, forget it.
Pull out. Well, too late. Shout out to Inappropriate Jokes.
That's
Shout
two
out,
back to back.
yeah, boom. Shout out to Random Target Shopping. And shout out to other things. I don't know. It's been a weird week. Let's go. For Johnny P. Mark with the CM Scotty Waz. Take care of yourself and someone else has been Face Off Hockey Show on faceoffhockeyshow.com, powered by Blog Talk Radio, and part of the Face Off Hockey Show media faction, facebook.com/FOHS Radio, twitter.com/FOHS Radio, and the patreon.com/Face Off Hockey Show for all the fun stuff there. You can contribute to us, and we get money to put back into the show. So that's it. That's all. Until next week. Peace.
Every obstacle, in times of plenty, you're ready for war. And in the darkest battles, your family was secure. Sacrifice everything.